Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome along to the Sydney Cricket Ground. This is the start of the 2018 NEFL season. It's the big clash between the Swans and the Giants. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield in commentary this afternoon. As you can see, players underway. The Swans take it up the middle. Great work through centre wing. Terrific stuff from the Giants. They'll spread it nicely. It's great work there from Flynn on the ground. He'll try and pick it up off the carpet. Rose does particularly well through the midfield. Nice work there from the Giants. Good clearing kick there from the 46 in Dawson. Goes across field. Swans battling beautiful. Goes down towards centre half forward. Aliir using his size beautifully, tries to push one away, comes away from it. Good battle there from the forwards, takes it forward, and now Rose will clear it for the Swans.
So the Swans on the wing, Bill O'Reilly's stand side of the ground. It's a good mark by Bell. Just slows play down a bit. It was the Giants who won the toss. They're kicking to the Randwick end. About a 2 or 3 goal breeze down that way as the kick goes out wide and finds foot. So having a look forward, not much presenting really, so opts to go boundary side. So the Swans inside 50 for the first time today, and the mark is taken down there. I think that might be Brown, Jono.
Yeah, it certainly is. So he has a chance now just outside 50. Big opportunity. Not sure if he can kick the distance, but he's got plenty of numbers there. Some options around the fringe. Looks like he's going to have a crack at it. Good looking kick down towards goal square. Bounces through, but it was touched there beautifully by Flynn for the Giants, and it'll just be 1 point. So the start of the Sydney Swans campaign for 2018, it starts the same way it finished, with a behind. Of course, they played the Brisbane Lions last year here in early September in the grand final. A terrific clash won by the Brisbane Lions. So the Swans, they'll be praying for redemption in season 2018. Great work through the midfield. Nice work, O'Riordan. Clever stuff. Back in field. The Swans now moving it through centre wing. Down towards forward 50. It's smothered by the Giants and they bring it through midfield.
And it's Dylan Buckley, the recruit, former Blue. He opts to go short. He's found Flynn. Still probably a kick and a half out from goal. Waits for the forwards to go back and then goes to the hot spot. Bit of a floater and it's turned over and the Swans will clear out of the defence through Smith. Goes short, kick out wide looking for foot. He'll get it on the double bounce. Plenty of time on the wing. He'll take a bounce, looks inside 50. Not much to kick to. Goes to the hot spot now. 3-on-1. Giants with numbers. Ball bounces out the back. Goal side. Good pick up. Kick through the goals and it goes to the right hand side and it's a behind for the Swans. Says 0-2, Giants yet to score.
Yeah, interesting start from Sydney. They seem to be rushing it in these early stages of this contest. Giants, when they get the football, not really doing much with it, trying to battle out of the goal square. Nice kick down towards Flynn, but it won't reach it. It'll reach the Swans and it'll go down nicely there to Brown. Brown will have it just in the middle of the park. He'll kick inside forward 50. Clever kick. Back inside to Rose. Rose turned around, but the wind will affect it. It'll go to the right-hand side of the posts. And another behind for the Swans. So the first 3 scoring shots, all behinds for the Swans. The Giants, they now have the ball. Beautiful conditions here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. A perfect day for footy, Ed.
Most definitely. So it's Tim Moore doing the kick-in duties for the Giants this afternoon. Has a look forward, kicks it to himself, picks it up after a little bit of a dribble, put it on his right boot to half-back. Pack of players, Dawson from behind, and it's a good mark in front by Nick Newman. Looks to move quickly, called to go, puts it on the left to the pocket. Big pack of players, ball punched out of play. And we'll have a boundary throw in about 20 round from the Swans goal mouth.
Yeah, terrific stuff there. Great pressure from the GWS Giants, but again, the Sydney Swans just creating plenty of options inside that forward 50. Good kick down towards that goal square for Nick Newman. He's been pretty strong around the arc early days for the Swans. So we're a couple of minutes deep into this clash between the Swans and the Giants. We hope you're enjoying the coverage. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield calling all the action live from the SCG on Bar TV. Pushes it away nicely. Good kick for the Swans. They try to battle it beautifully. Ball goes over the top. Hand pass was a ripper. Foot goes back to Aliir, but the kick is smothered. It's now picked up on the full, but couldn't be recovered for the Giants. Rose tries to come in and do his best in coverage. Ball comes loose. Socket off the ground. Terrific work from the Swans and the Giants. Flynn tried to push the ball away. Coxall did particularly well. Comes back for the Giants. Comes back beautifully. Goes nicely Away to Flynn, kicks it downfield. Good punch and spoil there from the Swans. Maybom leaves it alone. Now the umpire will take it and give it away for O'Riordan to kick it through the midfield.
So O'Riordan through centre, as we heard there. Newman's got it, goes short by hand. There a chance here to run inside 50. Took a bounce, got a shove in the back. Umpire let it go. Giants with numbers again. They'll look to handball out of defence. Did well as the handball came out wide to Cumming. Went to Tiziani, got it back. Ran to half forward, inside 50, one-on-one. Goes out the back. Giants a chance for the first score of the day through Southall. Couldn't get it, dropped it, runs off into the goal square, and he'll kick the first of the afternoon. So the Giants have the first. It's a beautiful bit of play there, Jono.
Yeah, terrific stuff from Sproul. Really took on the attack. It was a good work through the middle from Isaac Cumming as well. And Tiziani combined beautifully to kick the ball down. It was a one-on-one contest with Zach Sproul. Did particularly well in the 2017 season. Scored plenty of goals for the Giants. And he gets the Giants off to the perfect start here this afternoon. As you said, Eddie, kicks the first major of the afternoon. And the Giants now lead it by 3 as we go back to the centre square. And the trainer is just giving some water to Dylan Buckley. And just treating something there, but all seems okay. So we go back to the middle. Jordan Foote tries to battle it. Swans battle it nicely. Goes back. Beautiful stuff from the Swans. But again, they've got numbers. They try and push it through the middle. Maybom did particularly well. Comes back through the middle. Nice work from the Swans infield. Goes down towards centre wing. Opportunity here. Newman gives the ball across field. Nice little passage of play there from Robinson. Robinson just tries to get the ball back. Beautiful work there across field for the Swans. And they move it through Ronk. Ronk gives it across. But the Giants have got possession. And now Sproul has got possession of the ball. Great opportunity for the Giants. They try to move it around. Maybom the saviour there for the Swans, and the ball will go to ground for a ball up.
Good forward defensive pressure there by the Giants. Got numbers to the contest early, created the stoppage, and the Swans will look to get back. As the crowd starts to get in for the big game between the Giants and the Swans this evening in the AFL. Swans will look to clear out of defence, just kicking to a paddock out there. The foot race develops. It comes out. Bud leads the race for it, but it goes out of play in front of him. And it'll be tossed in. Giants half forward. They're leading this one by 3 points.
So we're about 7 minutes into this first term. We hope you're enjoying the coverage here this afternoon, live from the SCG. Swans and the Giants, the old foes. They're developing quite the rivalry, both in the NEFL and the senior competition. Boundary throw-in was a sloppy one. Goes across field. Nice work from Cameron, who tries to soccer it off the ground. Great footwork there. Just passes the ball. Needs a bit of clearance. Comes back for the Giants. And it'll be Tiziani that clears it. Tries to get possession of the ball over the top. Hand pass was a good one. Back for the Giants. Brings it through the middle. Sproul picked it up off the ground. Great work from Cumming. Down towards forward 50. They've got options again through Sproul, but it'll be Maybom that saves it. And Alir will just kick it down the boundary line, but the umpire has spotted something, and the play will go towards the goal square.
It'll be tossed in. It went out of play, I think, there, Jono.
So maybe Alir just putting 1 foot on the chalk, and now an opportunity for the Giants to build on their 3-point lead.
So the Swans structure up. They look to clear from defence. Ball tossed in. It'll go roughly 10 metres out from the goal square. Over the top. Good tap from Cameron down. Ball spills towards the goal mouth. And it's the first minor score for the Giants this afternoon.
So they go to 8 points. So 8-3 in this contest. In fact, it's 7-3. Ball goes for the Swans. And now they have an opportunity. Maybom tries to kick long down centre wing. Finds Cameron. He tries to go high. Used his height there beautifully. But may have gone high on the Giants player. Who is just receiving some treatment there. Looks like Nathan Coxall.
It's the one disadvantage of being tall, Jono. Easy to get the shorter fellas by the head in a marking contest.
Yeah, but if they need something off the top shelf, you're always there as the ball comes in field. Nice kick from Coxall, but the spoil is strong from the Swans, and it'll go out of bounds just inside that forward 50 position, the right pocket. So the boundary throw in to take place. 1-1-7 plays 0-3-3. It's the Giants by 4, and we're about 9.5 minutes into this first term.
So Simpson and Cameron jostle for front position. It was Simpson that won it down, and Tiziani jumped on it. But he got a handball in the end out towards the boundary line, and Guess what? We'll do it all again. Giants in attack. Swans had the play early if you've just joined us on Bar TV, and probably since about the 4 or 5 minute mark, it's been all of the Giants.
Yeah, it certainly has. Their first major to Zach Sproul of the year, and the game was really a difference maker. Boundary throw-in is a good one. Swans have the numbers, but the Giants now battling for the ball. Socketed off the ground. Terrific work. Hand pass over the top was a good one. Coxall struggled with possession of the ball. Comes across. Cumming now has the football. Back in field, and he'll go to ground. So there'll be a ball up just outside the arc. Great work from Max Beaumont as well.
Oh, wasn't it?
So now the ball up will take place just outside the arc. Opportunity for the Giants.
So, once again, Simpson won it out. Bit of a double tap, perhaps inspired by the beach volleyball at the Com Games there, Jono, and it goes out of play. And it will be tossed in again.
So the Buckley twins doing particularly well here. Just a nice little battle there. Good work from Bonner on Mitchell. Ball goes across field. Nice swinging kick around field. Good work for the Swans. The Giants have possession of the football. But there's a battle for the ball, and Mark was taken there.
I think it was a push. Lear in front position there, and a couple of hands went in his back.
So an opportunity now for Sproul. And he'll give the ball across to Lear. So now the Swans kick down the boundary line, down towards centre wing, over in front of the Bill O'Reilly stand. Good work there from the Swans. They battle beautifully. Terrific work across field there from Ling. Ling kicks downfield. The Swans have possession, but they've lost it just as they've got it. They kick it back to the middle. Ball goes infield. Nicely taken there by Newman. Nick Newman, who performed well in the 2017 season for the Swans, kicks it to Cameron. Uses his height well. Flynn tried to get the football. It was a great battle of the high, tall men. And the ball will go to ground. A ball up will take place right in front of goals.
Probably needed to move that a little bit quicker. Had Tom McCartan streaming off the bench then, the Swans. He was all alone in the square, but they couldn't get it down to him in time as we got a stoppage. That was good stuff by Bonner, Giants' top pick in the last draft. And it will be holding the ball. So a free kick to the Swans and a chance for them to get their first major this afternoon and for the season.
Yeah, they certainly need it here. So Jordan Foote, the man with the football. He's kicking from about 30. He'll go back to the arc, in fact, just outside the arc, but he'll be kicking from 30 where the mark was taken. And an opportunity here. They've really got to turn this into a major score to get themselves back in the game and lead by 2. Opportunity for the Swans. Jordan Foote, right foot kick, looks straight between the posts. Great stuff. The players come in. High fives all round for the Swans, and they lead it by 2. 139 plays 117.
As we've come to expect with the Swans there, Jono, stoppage, players around the ball, Giants player tackled then, ball spilled out, holding the footy, set shot, easy as you like from that pocket.
Absolutely right. They just seem to have the right numbers inside that forward 50, as you stated, and the Giants, they seem to be just trying to find their feet a little bit. I know it's the early round, so you're going to see that a lot. You'll probably see that in the first couple of weeks of the NEFL competition, but yeah, they've got some work to do. They started well with that first goal to Sproul and had that lead for a little bit, but now there's some work to do as it goes back to the centre. And now an opportunity for the Giants and the Swans to try and get possession of the football.
And guess what, Jono? We'll do it all again.
Yeah, well, there's been a couple of issues with that original ball up, even in the seniors. I saw that a lot in the Carlton-Collingwood game last night, which was a terrific win to the Pies. I'm sure Eddie Somerville would have been a little bit happy about that as it comes back for the Swans. Nice little hand pass through the midfield. Rose had possession of the football. He's going back, needs to just change it around. Good kick over the top. Opportunity for the Swans. Good battle one-on-one, but it'll be the Swans that win it. Kicks it down towards centre wing, now towards forward 50. Little possession of change over there. Goes over the top. Cameron did particularly well with a little bit of a bump. Ball comes loose. Swans battling nicely with the ball. Comes over the top. Socket along the ground. Real battle for the football in this contest. There's a big bump. Comes over the top. Nice work there across field to Brown. And in fact, the number 32 was Bell, who was late in there again. And the ball up will take place right in front of our broadcast position here in the ladies' stand.
So, ball thrown up, as we said. Simpson won that relatively easily down, but the Swans have numbers at ground level. Good handball out there from Harry Marsh, but he turned it straight over. Simpson put it on his right boot to half forward. Ball fisted away there, bouncing towards the boundary line. It'll be thrown in front of the Swans interchange. about halfway through this first term. Simpson nominating. Real interesting ruck duel today. Cameron v Simpson. Probably came to the footy just to watch that alone today. Two big fellas.
Absolutely.
See themselves in the AFL this season as Simpson got the tap down. Rose couldn't get a handle on it. And the umpire circles. Let him go for a while. Simpson, the big fella, went in and got it. Bonner's there. Extracts it through his legs. Rose pushed it back through. Umpire just waiting for it to get out. Called play on. Well done, Giants. They just persisted. Footy comes to half forward. Spilled out the front. Bud got it and lost it. Swans with numbers again. Good defensive pressure. Flicked out there. Stewart couldn't find it either. Ball at ground level. As we wait for it to come out. Bonner's lurking. And finally we'll have a bounce after 3 or 4 good scrimmages. Giants getting it 20 metres further forward.
Yeah, a lot of confidence play there. The coaching staff will be happy with their commitment there to the ball, just keeping it alive, comes across the ground. Now a chance for the Giants. It's socket along the ground. Bud did his best to try and get clearance of it, but it's a good cover tackle there from the Swans that sees that progression stopped. And now the ball up will take place just inside that forward 50. Ball goes across. Nice little hand pass over the top there from Simpson. Clever work from the Swans to try and get it off. Bell tries to get the football. Briggs kicks it downfield. Nice work here from Foot. He'll kick it high and long down towards the centre wing. Opportunity for the Swans. It'll come down to towards the boundary line. Clever work there from the 31 in Brown. Brown pivots around, kicks it through the midfield. Foot has possession of the ball, can go on with it. Nice little hand pass, building nicely here the Swans. Kicks it down towards forward 50. The numbers are pretty weak for the Swans, but strong for the Giants. Ball comes back. Newman tried his best to get in there, tries to get to Robinson. Robinson has possession. Terrific work from Ronk. Kicked it off the carpet. Sloppy hands there from the Giants, but they have got numbers and they'll clear it from their goal square.
So it's Evans on the left boot, just gets it outside defensive 50. Swans a chance to reload. Going to pick it up was Marsh. Wheels around inside 50. Got numbers, the Swans. Could have been a mark. Umpire let it go at ground level. Did well, Brown. He got a handball out wide. Giants here. Briggs, and he'll let it go out of play. It'll be tossed in front of the scoreboard. It reads a 2-point lead for the Swans. Jordan Foot, the sole goal kicker there. It was Jack Sproul who kicked the first of the match for the Giants.
So 17 minutes gone in this opening term. What a quarter of footy it's proving to be. We hope you're enjoying the coverage on Bar TV. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield live in the ladies' stand here at the SCG. Flynn storms through. They're at the wrong end of the ground. Coxhill did particularly well. Nice soccer off the ground there from the 45 from Beaumont. Kicks it back in field. Now the Giants, they kick it through midfield, down towards centre half forward, but the numbers are strong for the Swans. Hand pass over the top was a poor one, but picked up off the carpet by the Swans. Nice work from O'Riordan. O'Riordan gives it across. Robinson gives it back to O'Riordan. Play on is the call. O'Riordan comes back. Umpire has spotted something. There was a bit of a push in the back, and the play will come back, so it'll be Robinson that has possession of the football just inside the arc or the centre half forward position. And he's asked to play on. He might go to Aliir, but Aliir stays still.
And 50-metre penalty there. The Giants player on the mark just took a step forward before the play on call. So be a big, strong scoring chance here for the Swans. How do they structure up?
They need to put some majors together here. They've only kicked one so far, but so too have the Giants. But they've kicked the 3 behinds as Newman kicks inside forward 50. And now they have a huge opportunity, the Sydney Swans.
Oh, Brown went short then, probably the wrong option. Ball spilled to Bonner, and the Giants will look to clear from defence up the members' wing. Peatling's got it, slows play down. He'll go short, good kick. So Addison in possession at the moment. Half back, 20 minutes gone in the first term. He'll go back into defensive 50. Swans playing the SCG so well, just structuring back. And a bit of kick-to-kick happening as Stein takes it at half back. It's Jordan Foot standing the mark for the Swans. Just a bit of a chip. And good play by the Giants, just looking to beat this Swan zone. He's got plenty of options short. He's going to look to go longer than that. Simpson heads up this pack. Aliir will come from behind. Could have taken the mark, didn't. Ball spilled free. Came to Flynn. Flynn won it and then lost it. Came out to Bonner. Could have copped one high from Rose. Didn't. Got it between his legs. Giants with numbers, and I'll see it out of play. Probably a win from that stoppage there, Jono.
Yeah, certainly. Alira, I agree with you there. He just positioned himself pretty well early doors, but just couldn't quite get the Sherrin in the hands. And the battle was strong, especially from Flynn. So the boundary throw-in to take place in front of the Barongal. Nice looking boundary throw-in, allowed to bounce over to Stein. Stein pops the pass. Good-looking kick over the top from Clark. Clark kicks towards Alira. Sloppy hands, but he's managed to pick it up. Good ball, good possession from the Giants. They now have possession of the ball. Somehow the ball is still alive, and it'll be eventually a ball up just inside the right pocket here. The wind is gifting around the SCG. It's drifting towards the Paddington end of the ground, or the left-hand side of your screen. Rose has a good kick, but it was smothered beautifully by the Giants, and the boundary throw-in will take place just on the arc in that right pocket for the Giants.
Let's see if they can get a score from here. So Flynn will do the rucking duties against Cameron. It's thrown in. Cameron got the tap down for the Swans. Rose was his man. Got a little bit of a handball out. The Swans will look to clear. Ball bubbling around. Popped out the back. And it will be thrown in. Just good pressure from both sides there. Not allowing opponents to win the ball.
Yeah, it's a terrific contest. Early doors of this game. We're 21 minutes deep into the first term. And it's the Swans leading by 2. Rose did particularly well. Hand pass comes over the top. Nice possession of play. Moore tried to battle the ball, but it's great work there from the 46 from the Swans in Armity. Armity will kick downfield, but now the Giants have possession of the ball. They kick it through towards centre half forward. Great work there in field. Nicely to Tiziani, who'll kick across to the far side. Chance here now for the Giants. Kicks over the top nicely, and it'll go to there to Bud. Bud will have possession. Just hold the ball in the old Paddington Hill corner. He'll kick from the boundary line back in field, and it's an uncontested mark taken there by Stein. And now they'll kick across field. So the Giants just playing the time clock down nicely. Goes across. Stein has possession. Good kick. Couldn't find Cumming. Picked up beautifully there by the Swans, but Cumming has a good one-on-one battle on his hands, and he finds himself tackled and put to ground just outside the arc.
It's classic Swans footy, isn't it? Just block up the middle of the SCG. Team goes around to switch it. Poor kick, and now the Swans have a stoppage on their half-forward flank. So Flynn runs from a mile for the Giants to take the rucking duties. Got the tap down well. They work a series of handballs good. Tiziani got the kick for the Giants up the ground. Alira under it. Third time lucky for him, and he takes the mark.
Yeah, uncontested there from Alira.
Goes short, that was good. Found Smith. Smith, bit of an undergrounder, worm burner. Ball spilled free. Smith had to go back in and try and win his own footy, but the Giants have numbers here. Can they get a quick kick forward? They can to half-back. Should have looked. Mark spilled by Ling. He lost it as the Giants go forward again through Dylan Buckley. Long kick to the goal square. Bounces through. And the Giants have their second through the former Blue, Dylan Buckley. He's got his first. Beautiful passage of play from the Giants there, John O'Farr.
Oh, certainly. Certainly, Eddie Summerfield. Terrific stuff there. And Buckley's kick was a good one. Plenty of confidence just around that arc, and it just snuck in that left near post. So that'll give the Giants plenty of confidence. They lead it by 4. They've kicked 2 goals to 1, and we're about quite close to that quarter time mark. We're 23 gone. Beautiful conditions here at the SCG. The ground staff should be congratulated on keeping this ground in a top shelf state. They've had plenty of cricket action right across the summer, and the AFL, of course, has started. The Swans and Giants in the seniors will take place right after this one. And now the ball will come back to the centre square for a bit of a restart. The old Bulloy soil just causing a few issues in the middle. Maybom tried to get it to Robinson. Robinson, nice little kick, but he just got the little toe of his foot to it. Goes over the top. Nicely worked there by the Giants. Clever stuff. They try to kick it back. Nice work from Clark, who kicks it over the top, just down centre wing. Goes along the boundary line. It hugs the line. Might go out. In fact, it does. And there'll be a boundary throw in to take place right in front of the Bill O'Reilly stand.
I know they've turned it over a couple of times coming out of defence, Jono, the Giants, but I've been really impressed with their patience and willingness to just pass it around, look for the right option and not blaze away to clear it. So tossed in as centre wing as you can get. Swans ruckman did well to win it. There was a kick off the ground by a Giants player, didn't connect. Ball spills free. Chance here for the Swans to reload and go forward. Series of handballs was good. Came out to foot. Foot short with hands was good. Got it back with a 1-2. He looks inside 50. And the Giants defender did well to get to the front in Evans. Couldn't take the mark, so the Swans will have a chance. They work it to the forward pocket around the corner. And it clangs into the behind post, so it'll be out of play on the full, and the free kick will go to the Giants right back in defence.
Yeah, terrific stuff there from the Swans. Jordan Foote creating plenty of opportunities, Eddie, down that centre half forward position, and then creating kicks and options for his forward line, inside forward 50. Bit of a battle for the ball. Nice mark there. They tower high. It'll be a great mark in the end there for the Giants. They'll kick it down towards the midfield, but it's marked by the Swans. Now they have possession of the footy. What can they do? They'll kick down towards O'Riordan. O'Riordan will go himself, took on the line. Good hand pass back in field. And now Maybom. Smart kick over the top. Goes back inside and we'll find Iond. Iond kicks back and the Swans just sucking up some time here.
Have a look at this. They've got two players on this members wing right in front of us, Aaliyah and Marsh, and they just elect to go short. So the Swans will work forward now up this members wing. Flying from behind. Big grab. What a hanger there. It was Stoddard that flew and brought it to ground. And he'll be lining up. A real big chance to snaffle a goal here, the Swans, and edge their noses back in front. It was Lockie Dent, in fact. What a hang from behind. That's what we love.
Terrific stuff. Yeah, he really positioned himself beautifully, and he's got a chance to put a major on the board for the Swans.
So Dent starts his approach. Bit of wind out there today on the right boot. Keeps it low, and it goes to the right-hand side. Never came back. And that problem last year. 22 behinds in the grand final. They kicked more goals than the Lions, but they kicked more, but they had more scoring shots than the Lions, but they couldn't win it. Yeah. Same problems early doors 2018.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start, unfortunately, in the biggest game of all, but it's on again this year, and the Swans have another chance. So Lockie Dent probably should have got that, but there's still time for the Swans to regroup. Alir, nice hand pass back in field. Cameron tried his best to get the ball away, but was under some pressure. Maybom had the ball, but the umpire has stepped in, and now it'll be the Giants that have the clearing kick through Buckley. Buckley will kick backwards down towards the goal square. So just soaking up some time. Flynn has an opportunity now. He'll try and dart around a few defenders, which was Foote. Kicks the ball downfield towards centre half forward. Now an opportunity for the Giants. They'll kick it down the boundary line, and the ball will go over on that far side. And there'll be a change in possession as the ball comes back towards the inside forward 50 position in that right pocket. Foote tries to get the ball. Good hustle from him, kept the ball alive. But the ball eventually will find the chalk, go out of bounds. And another opportunity here for the Swans. Just got to create some opportunities here. They've just dropped off a little bit, I think, Ed.
Yeah, they have. So the umpire's just conferring. Was it out on the full? Off a foot, perhaps? May have been.
Yeah, pardon the pun, but I think Jordan Foote may have put his foot on the chalk.
And it has. So it was on the full. So the Giants will get a chance to clear it from defence and take a lead into quarter time. It's Tiziani with it. 21-year-old from Albury. Looks forward. Swans have zoned off well, as you'd come to expect. Put it on his right boot to centre wing. Alir will fly from behind. Brought it to ground level. Did his job as the Swans go forward again. Pack of players. Ball punched out. Running through with a head of steam was Meacham. Couldn't get a clear possession out of the stoppage that will form. And we'll have a throw up.
Yeah, it looks like Jordan Foote may have injured the knee there. He seems to be just trying to walk it out. He's on the arc. But, geez, he's doing his best to not show the Giants that he's hurt. We're in the final stages of this first term. 29 gone.
Got a blood rule here, Jono.
Yep, so that'll be a change for the Sydney Swans. And it'll be...
It's the ruckman coming off there in
Ty
Darcy
Evans.
Cameron.
In fact, Yeah, it looks like, yeah, you're right there. And Meacham just making his way to the bench. He'll come back onto the field, and there's an opportunity there for Angus Styles, who's making his debut in the 2018 season, I should say. Ball goes back towards the Swans' direction. Good hand pass there from Newman. Picked up off the ground. Terrific work and hustle there. Foot pivoted beautifully. Gives the ball back inside. Just socketed off the ground. And the ball will go through for a minor score. So, in fact...
Missed a lot.
Yes, it's missed all of it. I thought it may have gone through for a behind, but it's gone the wrong side of the right post.
So Giants move in. They've been bogged on in this pocket probably for the last 5 minutes. Haven't been able to quite clear it out of defence. They get it to the wing now. Can they find something out of nothing? Ball fisted from behind. It's on the boundary line as the quarter time siren sounds.
Welcome back to the SCG, a magnificent day for footy, and you're watching the opening clash of the 2018 NEFL season. It's the Sydney Swans and the GWS Giants, the crosstown rivals, going head-to-head. A terrific quarter of footy. If you missed it, it's the Giants. They lead it by 3, 2-1-13 to the Swans 1-4-10. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield in commentary this afternoon. Of course, the Swans and Giants in the seniors will take place a little bit later. Eddie, you've got some stats from the first term.
A couple of quick stats. Robinson's had the most touches, 13 at quarter time. Been really good for the Swans. Newman's had 12, Foot with 11. We've seen him really good. For the Giants, Addison, he's been good with 9. Evans with 6, and Ryan Griffin with 6 also. Good to see him back playing some footy.
Yeah, terrific stuff. Jordan Foote playing a key role in that opening term. The opening bounce, a strong one, and the battle for the ball is a good one. Goes away, and the Giants come to ground, and Robinson will have the possession of the football, but it'll go the way of the Giants, and Aiden Bonner has the football. Terrific footballer through the middle, gives it back in field. He gets possession of the ball, runs uncontested. Strong kick from about 65. It's marked high. The Giants have it over the top, but they will kick it right, and unfortunately it's a behind, but certainly a strong start for the Giants in this second term.
Big chance for Flynn there, but couldn't quite get it. So the Swans quick out of defence. Worked it well to half back. Quick Campbell there, Cameron. So the Swans work it up the wing, up the boundary line. Ball tapped away. Bonner was at the foot of it for the Giants. He picked it up. Quick handball. Giants to half forward. Swans with numbers. Cameron goes back with the flight and takes a really strong mark at half back.
Yeah, using his height well there. So Cameron now has the ball.
He's got a Lear in the pocket next to us if he wants to switch.
He'll go straight down the boundary line. Goes down towards midfield. Good possession of football from the Swans. Nice kick from Foote. It was a good one into open space. Rose has possession of the football, and now the opportunity exists. Clever chip over the top into open numbers. And now James Rose, a player who has scored plenty of goals here at the SCG, kicked an absolute ripper against the Gold Coast Suns last year in a game that was covered on NEFL TV. This is probably the easiest one he'll have all afternoon, really. Terrific player, really strong on ball, and now has a set shot to put the Swans back into this contest. They're down by 4. They may lead by 2, and they will do. Great strong kick there from James Rose. Terrific footy from the Sydney Swans. And now they lead it by 2. 2-4-16 plays 2-2-14, and we're 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Thanks, Richie. How are you, Jono? Beautiful use of the ball there. Ben Ronk streaming forward for the Swans. He could have had a shot from 45-50 out, but instead really smart. James Rose, as you said, no-one goal kicker, all by himself in the pocket. Real smart footy from the Swans.
So back to the centre we go. And Bonner just trying to find his place as the umpire comes in field. Robinson just on the left-hand side of Bonner. And the two Giants trying to battle in Cameron and Simpson. Ball goes over the top. Nicely played away by the Swans. Ball was a good one, but it'll come back there. And it was clever stuff there from the Swans. Couldn't quite clear it though, so the ball up will take place. Simpson, nice little flick. Bonner's kick down was nice. Through the midfield, Swans will clear it. Bounces over the top. Chance here now for the Giants.
So they'll go forward this time through Addison. It went sideways, in fact, and the foot race is on. Tiziani leads in the race for it, picks it up. Bit of good footwork. Got a handball before he was tackled. Umpire let it go. Great pressure from the Swans. And the ball spills out of play. It'll be thrown in on centre wing. Start to this quarter, both sides probably about even possession wise as Simpson and Cameron come in, two big men tossed in. It was Simpson that won it down, but the Swans players got to it. Giants will work it forward. Bonner, classy footwork, got the handball out, found Briggs. Briggs inside 50, turns it straight over, and the Swans will clear from defence.
Yeah, good stuff. This is where they're the strongest, but the ball's come back for the Giants. They now hand pass. Bonner's got a huge chance. Will go long and strong, but he's kicked it left. And a chance goes begging for the Giants. So another behind goes their way. Their third of the game, and now the margin is back to 1 as the Swans have the ball.
Ooh, Risky kick across half back. Bit of a handball perhaps to himself there by O'Riordan. O'Leary went and mopped it up. Short kick was nice. Now look to clear off half back. He's got Rose on at half forward. O'Leary's kept running. Footy goes inside 50. It will bounce out the back. Smart ball. Going to pick it up's Ronk at the top of the goal square. Giants though with numbers. It was thrown out. Umpire let it go. Ball bouncing. Real chance here for the Swans. But the Giants, they've been good out of defence all day, and it will be more that will clear defensive 50.
Yeah, nice kick towards Simpson, and he'll mark it just on the arc. Looks for some opportunities. Short little kick there. Goes across to Bonner. Bonner hand pass was nice one. And they move it up the middle, the Giants. Good clearing kick, uncontested play. But the ball will go back towards the Swans. And it'll be Brown that kicks across field. Just goes nicely there to O'Riordan. And O'Riordan will find the player just over on the far side in front of the O'Reilly stand. And O'Leary has possession, an uncontested mark. He calls for players to go up forward 50. Nice little juggling act there from Rose. Rose hand pass across was a beautiful one. Now Newman tries to kick along the ground, socket it off the ground. Beautiful hands by the Swans, but the Giants players are coming. The umpire comes in and it'll be a ball up. In
holding
fact,
the footy.
He's called a holding the footy call.
So good tackling pressure from the Giants defenders. Quick 1-2 with their hands was good. Cumming will clear defence out towards the boundary line, and it bounces that way, and it was thrown in. Good to see on Swans TV during the week there, Jono, the new coach of the Swans, Ty Kennelly, is just talking about the team, that they want to learn how to play Swans footy, and judging by the setup of this second quarter, they're really starting to implement some of the things that we see in the Swans in the AFL.
Yeah, and that's a smart play there from Kennelly, because, yeah, if you play like the seniors in the NEFL level, the adjustment to the senior level will be just a little bit smaller in terms of that bridging the gap. So clever work there from Ty Kennelly, the premiership player for the Swans, and he's showing some real experience, and the Swans are playing well in this contest. They lead it by 1 at the moment if you've just joined us, 16-15, but the Giants have possession of the ball now. Goes down towards O'Leary. Couldn't quite control it, but now the Swans have possession of the ball through the midfield. Clever work off the carpet now, and Addison will have possession for the Giants. Now the ball comes down towards midfield. Good kick towards inside forward 50. O'Leary is back there, needs a good clearing kick. Magnificent hands off the carpet. Uses his height beautifully, and now the Swans under some pressure here from the Giants. Tries to kick back forward, and Robinson will have possession of the ball.
Real good running there, out the back by Matthew Ling also for the Swans. So Robinson called to go now. Leary is just standing in front of the members' pavilion. He cops it short. Looks up the ground. The Giants have numbered off well, so it's Ling. First season player for the Swans. From Geelong in the TAC Cup. Has a look forward now, put it on his left boot to the wing. Bit of a kick and hope. Simpson got pushed from the Giants, couldn't mark. Ball handballed out of play by Bailey Stewart. An academy player from Pennant Hills, and this ball will be thrown in on the wing.
Yeah, terrific work from Ronk there, just in coverage close to the boundary line. So the throw-in will take place right in front of our broadcast position here in the ladies' stand. High towering throw, battle for the ball. Good work there from the Giants. Now Newman, good clearing kick down towards forward 50. There'll be an uncontested mark taken there. Oh, that's clever stuff from the Sydney Swans. It really opened up. And Joel Armady, a new player in the 2018 season for the Swans, has his first chance to get his first goal at the NEFL level. A couple of new names and faces in the Sydney Swans lineup, as well as the Giants. Armady is one of them for the Swans. Can he contribute here with a major conversion? From 40 out, the wind is on his side. It swings to the right-hand side and unfortunately goes through for a behind. So the margin now 2-5-17 plays 2-3-15, and we're 8.5 deep into this second term.
Swans they've zoned off well again, so they'll look to go long, the Giants, to clear it from defence. Good kick. Flynn's the target. Dawson Simpson flew from behind, brought it to ground level, did his job really. Addison crumbed it and holding the footy. Illegal disposal, dropped it as he was tackled. And the Swans will get another chance through Ronk to go. No, we'll go back to Cameron. So Darcy Cameron looks long. He'll kick it probably about 30 out of goal. It will fall. Players crunch the pack, ball spilled free. Bud picked it up for the Giants. Shimmies left then right, decides to go right, smothered off the boot. Great work by the Swans in their forward line, and it will be thrown in.
Yeah, it was terrific work. Bud was under some pressure there. The Swans didn't panic, and now they've got a huge opportunity to build on their 2-point lead. Comes in, battles high. Simpson comes from a couple of kilometres away to try to get that ball. Does well to clear it, but it's smothered on the ground. Good work from Ronk in that covering tackle. The umpire steps in, and it will be a Giants ball. So now they've got an opportunity to try and clear it. There's under some pressure. A few numbers there for the Swans inside forward 50.
So short kick, ineffective. Chance again for the Swans. Good pick up by Stewart when he eventually got it. Handballed it inside 50. This is Ronk, couldn't find it. Handball came out. And the Giants again, they'll do well to clear it from defence through coming. It's got players on forward. So the Giants look to go. Clever handball over the top as Cumming kept coming. Pardon the pun there. As Giants try to work it forward. Poor kick, and Jake Brown, good strong mark.
Yeah, so the Swans will have it through the midfield. This is where they're probably the strongest, the Swans. Strongest team inside that midfield in the NEAFL competition. Kicks it downfield. Probably the Brisbane Lions are the closest ones to them in that area. Chance now for the Swans. Goes across field. Battle for the ball. Socket it off the ground. Clever work there by the Giants. They try and battle it. It'll go over the top. And it'll be kicked and cleared and out of bounds on the full. So disappointing kick there from Lachlan Keefe. And now the Swans have a chance just outside the arc.
So called to play on quickly, Dent. He'll kick it to the top of the square. The hot spot. Who wants it? Players fly. Ball came to ground level. Snap around the body. Measham smothered off his boot. Still a chance, the Swans. Simpson got a handball out well. And it will be Bud who will get the clearing kick. They're a chance to go rebound quickly here, the Giants. Kick through midfield. High and long. Needing a mark by Buckley. This is Dylan Buckley. One of the players recruited for a bit of depth on this Giants outfit. Sold a bit of candy to the man on the mark. It was well done. Mark spilled by Sproul, but he cleans up his own mess and kicks a beautiful goal. That's his second for this afternoon, Zach Sproul. And the Giants, they pop back in front. 3-3-21 to 2-5-17. About 12 minutes gone in this second quarter on Bar TV. Jono, how'd you see that?
Oh, terrific stuff from Zach Sproul. That's where he's his strongest, where he just takes that mark, the little turn and burn, the kick off the right foot. And he really dominated. Didn't panic. He had the player on him. He knew he was there. Didn't panic and just put it straight through the big sticks for his second goal of the game, as you said. So Zach Sproul really performing well for the Giants here.
Really against the flow as well. Swans had it for about 5 minutes down the forward line. No dice. Rebound footy at the SCG. Pretty simple.
Yeah, it just really opened up for them. And tall work there from Simpson in the middle. Giants try to battle it. Nice work there from the 10 in Bonner. Bonner does particularly well. Now the Giants have strong kicking abilities, but will kick it wide. Miss everything. Wasted opportunity there for the Giants. It was Tiziani that had that opportunity. Really couldn't capitalise on it. They panicked a little bit, Ed. And, well, the Swans made them pay.
So it was Smith that kicked it in for the Swans. They work a string of handballs well as it came out the back to Newman. He's been really good this afternoon. Bit of a shimmy, then Grold to half forward. Don't have a much looking forward. Wants a player to lead. Couldn't find one. He'll kick it to the goal square in Hope. Well played by the Giants defender there in Stein. Ball bubbling around. Chance for the Swans. Handball came out well. It's Ronk around the corner. He's missed to the left. Just sprays across the face.
Yeah, again, maybe just panicking there a bit, Ben Ronk. Had the ball from the clearance. Did particularly well to place himself in that position. But, as you said, sprays it across goal. So, again, another missed opportunity there for the Swans. And now there's a big opportunity here for the Giants. They'll kick it down towards centre wing. Bounces a couple of times. The Swans trying to battle with the ball, but it's the Giants that have possession of it. Kicks it down towards centre half forward. Great battle of the ball. Chance now for the Swans. They're on the back foot here. All the work to do for them. Battling for the ball. The 2-on-1 possession. Bonner did particularly well in coverage. Comes down towards forward 50. Over the top. picked up off the carpet, tried to work it nicely. Great work from the Swans. Robinson now will have it, kick it and clear it. Smart footy from the Swans.
I'll come out the members' side. Ball bounces on its end, goes about 2 metres high. Great defensive tackle, Billy Clark. And, well, it wasn't a great tackle. John O'Farrill got him a bit high, and the Swans will clear it from defence.
Yeah, terrific stuff there, but cost them a little bit there with Clark, so some work to do for him. He's got the talent to bounce back from that. Good kick down to Stein. And now the Giants, they'll just calmly kick it through midfield. Chance here for Newman. He tried to battle with the ball. He's created all sorts of issues. Now he's got the possession of the ball. Goes straight up the middle of the SCG. Chance here for the Swans inside forward 50. One-on-one contest. Cameron tries his best. Uses his height nicely. Goes over the top. Socket off the ground. Pressure here for the Giants. Ball comes back. Oh, terrific stuff from the Swans. They didn't panic there. A little bit towards the back end with Cameron. They kept their cool, and they've been really lucky to get away with that, but they started nicely. Newman's really been dominant through that midfield, Ed.
He has, and having the set shot is Isaac Bartholomew's. Comes in, right foot. Simple as you like, Jono. And the Swans, they're back in front.
Yeah, and they deserve to be because they've had a big possession of the footy. So we're 15 deep into this second term. And the Swans, last year's runners-up, they lead it by 3. 3-6-24 to 3-3-21. We hope you're enjoying the coverage of this opening round clash at the Sydney Cricket Ground. John O'Farrill and Eddie Summerfield on Bar TV. Of course, next week we head to Henson Park. Terrific old-school suburban ground in Marrickville. And it'll be Sydney Uni and Redland. Great contest. Sydney Uni performed particularly well last year, made the finals, but just some injuries at key times and late in the season really cost them. And they had a terrific game against Canberra earlier today, Ed.
Most certainly did, as the ball's bounced in the middle. That was beautiful, up and down. Giants will look to go forward. Aliir just stands as a wall, bounced off his shins. Oh, beautiful pick up by Flynn. Put it on his right boot, partially smothered, spills free. Oh, great defensive tackle. Could have hopped him high, and he did. Advantage paid? No, wasn't continuous. So it'll have to come back, and the set shot from the Giants forward will come from, I think it's Jack Stein down there.
Yeah, so Coxall had a real opportunity there to get his first major of the game, but as you said, the umpire called it up.
And it will be James Peatling, in fact, to have that set shot. Seen a couple kicked here today. Probably the key left-hand goalpost. Bit of wind out there swirling around. And this seesawing game looks like it may continue.
Yeah, absolutely. So the ball's just coming back to that mark for Peatling. Probably needs to kick it the left to right, just get it swinging back towards the right. That seems the way the wind is blowing at the moment, down towards the Paddington end of the ground. Peatling has this opportunity, moves in, huge opportunity here for the Giants.
Starts his approach, right boot, starts at left, brings it back right. We're doing all right up here, Jono, and so's Peatling, and the Giants are back in front.
Yeah, really used the wind cleverly there, and Peatling has brought the Giants well and truly back into this contest. Terrific back and forth pendulum footy here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. We hope you're enjoying the action as much as we are calling it. 17 minutes gone into this second term. And as Ed said, it's the Giants by 3.
It's great work out of the middle there. Ball went up. It was Flynn that won it down for the Giants. Got the clearance, and Peatling did well. Front of the contest. You're going to get free kicks if you're there, if you cop one high, and real good goal. So we're back in the middle. Just waiting for the all clear. That one will come back after a good one last time.
Yeah, it seems like the Bulleye soil's just causing a few issues out in the centre square.
Real chance here for the Giants. A couple of keys. Newman's off at the moment, as is Ronk, so... No, apologies. Newman's actually back out on the field. He wasn't there for the last clearance. So the Giants are off the ground. That was good by Tiziani. Ball spilled out wide. Swans with numbers. Now work the handball as they so often do out of defence. Great pressure from the Giants player. Good tackle. Went and had to win it. Umpire let play on. bubbles around, and the Giants, they've somehow got a couple of possessions, and it will be wrapped up and thrown up on the half-forward line for the Swans.
Yeah, real back and forth footy here at the cricket ground. And they will throw it up in the afternoon sun in front of the O'Reilly stand, pushed away by Simpson. Newman did particularly well over the top. Now Flynn has possession. Bonner did particularly well to try and get the ball clear. Great battle for the ball. Has it now and just pushes it away. Plenty of jumpers there for the Swans. They now take it up. Newman tried to soccer it off the ground. Good clearing kick over the top. Finds some open real estate. And it's down towards Addison. Tries to hand pass it back in field to Cumming. Cumming gives the ball backfield nicely to Budd. Budd will kick it down the boundary line. Goes down towards centre half forward. Battle for the ball, but the Swans will take possession and they'll kick from the arc.
That was Marsh back with the flight, but spilling the footy was Ling. Giants a chance. They're inside 50. Ball came out. Swans with numbers, but the Giants, they just keep persisting, keep attacking. Can they get a little bit of a buffer around the corners? Sproul bounces on the line on its end, and it's touched through, is it? Wait for the all clear. It's a goal! Sproul's got his third, and the Giants, they kick away. They lead this ball game by 9 points now. Beautiful footy. Bounced on its end, Jono, and it went through.
Well, the best thing about that goal is it somehow beat the height of Alira on the goal line, which was unbelievable. We both thought from the commentary box that he may have touched that, but geez, it may have gone 6'10" if that's the case. So a bit of luck there for Zach Sproul. He kicks his third. He's got a hat-trick for the Giants. Their leading goal scorer, and terrific performance here for the Giants. So 10 minutes, around that 10 minutes to go before half-time, and now the Giants really starting to just drift away. They lead by 9. So we go back to the centre. High towering bounce of the ball. Cameron did particularly well, tried to get it, but the umpire comes in.
Free kick by the umpire off the field, then saw something, and Rose gets the free kick. Goes to half forward, bouncing ball. He's left Stewart some work to do. He'll run inside 50, put it on the right, slipper towards goal, and misses to the left.
Yeah, really panicked there, I think, Stewart. Had some options inside forward 50. Probably could have kicked towards the middle. Decided to go for the hero play, and unfortunately kick wide of the post as it comes downfield. Nice little bounce of the ball. Terrific work there from Keith for the Giants, but unfortunately just ran out of real estate and it goes out of bounds. So the margin back to 8 now with that recent behind to Stewart. Good battle in the middle there, just on the arc. Battling for the ball nicely. Cameron tries to push it away. Ronk did particularly well there to get it clear. Robinson did well as well. Nice little kick over from Addison. Kicks over the top. Chance here now for Flynn. Hand pass over the top was a good one. Back inside. Swans have a good look at the kick. Geez, they may have panicked there. It misses everything. Goes wide of the posts. And Tom McCartan, a little bit of inexperience from him, making his debut this season. Kicks it wide of the posts, and an opportunity goes begging there for the Swans.
Pick 33 in last year's draft, McCartan, so probably first kick out on the SCG this afternoon. And good fist from behind from McCartan.
Certainly bounced back well there.
Yeah. Mopped up his own work there. There's a couple of changes for the Swans on the bench.
Yeah, Maybom will come on for the Swans, and it'll be Coxall who makes his way off the bench onto the field for the Giants.
So thrown in, Flynn won it from behind for the Giants. Rose is there for the Swans, as is Tiziani for the Giants. Applied the tackle well, but it came out forward to Ronk. Ronk shrugged a tackle, got a handball out. Swans a chance here. They just need to get some clear air, and they do, as the kick comes inboard. It's beautiful work. And the mark is taken there by McCartan, a chance to redeem himself after his last shot out of the pack.
Yeah, needs to kick long and straight here, but this will do wonders for the kid's confidence if he can put this through the big sticks.
And the Swans, you say going into halftime, they will need this one just to bring it back to under that 1 goal margin. It's 8 points at the moment as McCartan begins his approach. On the right boot, drop punt on the way, and it just hung out right, and that's where it stayed. The wind probably dragging that one out there, John O'Farr.
Yeah, certainly Eddie Summerfield, it would have pushed it just to the right there. So a little bit of inexperience there, but Tommy McCartan, I'm sure he'll develop and be better for the run next week when the Swans take on the Brisbane Lions up there in Queensland. And, of course, the Giants, they face the Gold Coast Suns. So 2 great games. Next week you'll be able to catch all the action live on neefle.com.au on the live stream feeds. And of course our next game will be Sydney Uni Redland at Henson Park. Bounce of the ball will be midday. Good work there from the Swans. Tries to kick it around towards forward 50. They've got numbers. Ball goes into some open real estate. Picked up there by the Giants. Coming did particularly well. Rose had possession of the ball for the Swans. Socketed off the ground. Nice little kick. Towering one over the top. Down towards the Swans. Battles for the ball. Nice possession of play. Addison will go to ground. That's good hustle from both sides. Ball is still alive somehow, some way. Giants try to clear it off the line. Hand pass was a good one, and they'll kick it and clear it through Stein.
Alir will fly from behind for the Swans. Didn't quite get that far as they work it towards the boundary line. Alir eventually got it. Shrugged a tackle. Great stuff. Handball back to Smith. Worked it back again. Found Maybalm. He'll go back inside the centre square, and the Swans will reload. They've got players on the Bill O'Reilly wing, and there's a whistle off play here, and it is a free kick to the Swans, and it won't go downfield. And Giants players, they rush back and clog up that defensive 50.
So Newman to take possession of the ball. Great work there from O'Riordan to get that clearing kick. Kicks it down towards forward 50. Opportunity for the Swans. Strong uncontested mark. And now they have another opportunity for a major. It's Daniel Robinson that has the football. Played brilliantly last year. Created plenty of opportunities for the Swans and now has an opportunity to kick his first major of 2018. He took the mark from about 28 metres. Moves in, right foot kick. Straight as you like. The crowd love it. The Swans love it. And they are back into this contest. They may be down by 2, but the Swans, they are coming with force.
It was a beautiful play, and that's awareness that we saw. He was all on his own, went back in a couple of years at the Swans, played at the SCG before, knows how the winds work, and beautiful kick.
Yeah, just the experience shown there. And now the Swans, you can really see them starting to build. They have terrific game management, the Sydney Swans, in the NEFL competition. They really know where they are in the contest and in the game and how long to go in quarters, how long they've played, all that sort of stuff. We're about 4 or 5 minutes away from half time. Ball up was not a great one, so we'll have another crack at that. And Bonner just on the fringes. Bit of bump and shove there with Robinson. Towering one from Simpson. Nice work from the Swans to try and clear it. Juggling act from Rose. Ball goes down. Nice clearing kick there from Newman. Newman will put the ball through. Giants have the numbers through the midfield. Nice kick over the top. Ball comes back and the Giants will clear it off centre half forward.
So it was Tiziani underground kick. Richardson was out wide. He had time, which was good. Waited up and it came out the back. The big fella Simpson, he won it. Got a handball inside 50. There's plenty of time and numbers for the Giants. Smart kick over the top. Spills free. Flynn waiting out the back and the Giants have the reply.
Wonderful goal for the Giants.
It's really smart from Flynn just to not crash the pack. He's the big fella. Bit of push and shove going on at the top of the goal square.
Yeah, there's a little bit of push and shove, and I'm just trying to capture the players there involved. Buckley was pushed to the turf. Flynn may have caused some issues there. There may have been a bit of an issue with that last contest before Flynn got it.
So the goal will stand to Flynn.
And now Buckley has a chance right in front of the post to put some more pain on for the Swans. And will do so. So a costly error there for the Sydney Swans has cost them 12 points. A goal to Flynn initially and then to Buckley. And now the Giants, they lead it by 14 in the shadows of half-time.
Real undisciplined stuff from the Swans, which you don't often see. But the Giants composed. They're looking very good this afternoon. And who said this rivalry is manufactured between the Swans and the Giants?
Well, if anyone does rivalries well, it's the AFL.
Couldn't agree more. These two clubs hate each other.
Oh, as they say, don't believe in never. That's the message this year, isn't it? After the success of the Bulldogs in 2016 and the Richmond Tigers in 2017, breaking their long-standing droughts.
So all of a sudden, just before half-time, it's out to a 14-point lead for the Giants. Can the Swans snare one? Ball's banged into the turf in the middle. That's a good one. Simpson underneath it. Got a tap. Rose intercepted. Couldn't find the handle on it. Bonner's tackled for the Giants. Spilled free. Swans with numbers. Newman went in, picked it up, tackled. And good defensive pressure there as Addison's grilled into the turf. Just off the square. They'll be thrown up.
Yeah, still a bit of push and shove there from both sides. So maybe frustration starting to develop a little bit for the Swans. It goes over the top. Bonner juggles it, but it's picked up beautifully by Cumming. He storms inside, forward 50. Can he kick the goal? No, just kicks to the left-hand side. Geez, he ran with confidence. Would have been a strong finish. And a wasted opportunity there for the Giants.
Really could have taken a big lead into half-time. So O'Leary, the short kick, found Newman. Has a look forward. He's got a couple of players running. Had Brown. Goes that direction now. Ran too far under it. Ball came out. Bonner again. He's rounded into the turf. And it'll be thrown up in front of the Daly Messenger stand. 15-point lead to the Giants.
Ball up, pushed away. Giants try to battle it. Newman did particularly well. Nice towering kick down towards the centre wing. Pushed away, bit of a clash of bodies there. Cumming got the ball away. Giants try to work it down the boundary line. Run out of room. Terrific defence there. Rose was working well in the fringes there for the Swans. Ronk is the standing man and Robinson is the fallen man. Players get to their feet and there'll be a boundary throw in the Paddington Hill corner.
So Swans will not want to concede another one as the Giants win out inside 50. Great fist from behind there by Tiziani. Another stoppage, another throw in. We'll have a look how the Giants set up here. They'll try and work a loose player. They'll try and block it in. The Swans plenty of numbers around this stoppage.
So good work here from the Swans needed. They need to get themselves back into this contest. Pushed away by the Giants. Certainly playing with a lot of confidence, and now they have possession of the ball. Comes back away to Tiziani. Nice towering kick down towards forward 50. O'Leary battling for the ball. Comes away. The Swans have it. Maybom battles through some traffic well. Now they kick up the middle. Hand pass over the top from Rose was beautiful. Good kick down forward 50. Down towards centre wing. Chance here now for the Swans. They battle the ball. Stein did particularly well, but now the Swans have possession of the ball. Good kick across field for the Swans. Marked right as the siren goes. Oh, geez, that was pretty to watch from the Swans. Bell's kick in field was beautiful. Centimetre perfect on the boundary line. And now the Swans, they have an opportunity to kick a goal right on the siren, a much-needed one, and it'll be to Isaac Bartholomeus. I'll try and get that out a little better next time. Bartholomeus. He's inside the forward 50. It's an awkward-looking kick away to the right. And it will be just the point. So a terrific quarter of footy. It's half-time here at the SCG. We've got a thrilling final 2 quarters to come. Half-time, it's the Giants 7-4. 46 plays the Sydney Swans 4-8. 32. A terrific game of footy, as I said. 2 quarters to come. Stay with us here on Neefle TV. All the action, all the live pictures on Bar TV. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield live from the SCG. Back after a big break and then 2 final quarters of solid footy. Stay with us. The sun is starting to set just here at the SCG, but what a thrilling contest we have on our hands in this opening clash of the 2018 NEAFL season between the crosstown rivals, the Sydney Swans, last year's runners-up, taking on their little brother, the GWS Giants. And little brother is certainly getting the better of bigger brother on this occasion. It's the Giants by 14 points, 46-32 at half-time. A thrilling half of footy. What will we see in this final half of footy? John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield in commentary here this afternoon, live from the SCG on Bar TV. Eddie, what did you make of the second quarter and what were the stats that came out of it?
Swans, I thought, were very organised at the start of the second quarter. They looked better. They were playing that Swans brand footy. They just couldn't convert on the scoreboard, as we saw. Giants got lucky. A couple of quick goals there we saw to Sproul and Buckley got them. Now, before we run through some stats, just thought I'd point out at half-time, really good to see the Swans senior players. We've got the big Battle of the Bridge tonight.
Yep.
They're out there next to the Paul Roos race, having a look at the guys that are looking to get their place in the seniors. So, really good to see that club support from the Swans. Running through the goal kickers to half-time, Zach Sproul's got 3 for the Giants, 2 to Dylan Buckley, 1 to Matthew Flynn and James Peterling. Crosstown at the Swans, all single goal kickers. We'll go numerical order. James Rose, Jordan Foote, Daniel Robinson and Isaac Bartholomew's. Major ball winners to half-time as players start to make their way back to position. Nick Newman been really good for the Swans. He's had 23, 4 tackles as well, we'll throw in. Robinson and O'Riordan also 20 and 17 respectively. Across at the Giants, well, they've spread the footy really well. Ryan Griffin, he's had 15. He played half a game in their pracky game last week, so interesting to see if he comes out after half-time. Aidan Bonner, pick 11 in last year's draft, really good, 14 touches. Isaac coming off half-back as well. Jono, he's been really good. He's had 14 as well.
Yeah, terrific footy from both sides. We've got a thrilling third term and a second half coming up here on NEAFL TV, Bar TV. It's great to have them a part of the NEAFL family. 7-4-46 plays 4-8-32. Bounce of the ball for the third quarter underway. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield here in commentary this afternoon from the SCG, and it's a battle for the ball. Robinson, the man, tries to get the ball away, and he will go to ground with the Sherrin in the middle of the cricket ground on the cricket pitch area of the SCG. Ball is cleared nicely by the Giants. Good work there away. They kick it through Addison down towards forward 50. Flynn tried to get it off the ground. Turned around, smacks off the paint. It'll go through for a behind. And the Giants, well, they have started with a bang.
Quite literally against the post there. So they're kicking to the Randwick end of the ground. That wind that we saw in the first half really has started to die out a little bit. As we wait for the lights to be flicked on as the ball comes in. Swans with numbers. Well done there, Darcy Cameron. Ball flicked out with a handball was good to Reinhard, but he lost the footy. Giants a chance to go back inside 50. Quick kick from Dylan Buckley. Hit the post last kick, and that one goes through the middle. The Giants again.
Oh, superb stuff. The players come from everywhere. Great work from Dylan Buckley. It was a confident right foot strike. And wow, haven't they started with a superb bang. 7 points, and we're only 90 seconds into this third term.
Kicks 3. He's one of those players that they've added to their list this year. A bit of depth from Carlton, obviously, and he's looking good. The Swans really need to find a man for him.
Yeah, certainly is the case. So we go back to the centre square. Big Dawson Simpson's been strong for the Giants, wearing the 26. And it'll be Cameron on the right side of your screen for the Swans, battling for the ball. The battle of the skyscrapers. Simpson tries to soccer it aground. Nice little clearance there, but it's picked up on the half volley by the Swans. They'll kick it through the midfield. Clever work over the top. Down towards centre half forward. Ball comes away for the Giants. Clever work over the top, but it was a strong defensive effort from the Swans that stops progression there. But it'll be the Giants that have possession of the ball. And now they take it up through Billy Clark and kick it over towards the centre wing.
So the Giants have had all the play early doors in this third term. They work it well to half forward. Ball spilled to ground level. Good tackle, but the umpire's seen something. May have been a tad high. And the Swans move it quickly. Alir, short kick, called to goes Newman. went back through traffic, could have dished off the handball. Bit of class, went up high, wanted the 1-2 with Cameron. Instead, Cameron found a Lear. He'll work back through midfield, good kick, and he finds Brown. Brown to the broadcast side of the ground. That's Reardon with it. Stops and props, goes to half forward. Giants defender could have copped one high and did. And that's Stein. It'll be his free kick right in front of us here in the ladies' stand.
Yeah, so Jake Stein, a player who was really strong through the midfield for the Giants in 2017, got plenty of game time. Nice kick down towards centre wing, just over the head of James Rose. Tried to get it. Giants well and truly on top. Battle between Sproul and Rose, and now they come through O'Riordan. Clever work from the Swans just around the arc. Ball comes loose, picked up off the carpet. Clever work from the Giants. They are battling beautifully. Sproul tries to get the football, but it's pushed out of bounds. And it was great work there from Nick Shipley in the end to really just control the footy. And the boundary throw-in will take place in front of the Barongal stand, just in front of that Paul Roos race, where the senior Swans players are watching this thrilling contest between the Giants and the Swans.
So it's a 21-point lead for the Giants there in attack. Ball came down, Bonner's tackled, and it will be thrown up. Sun setting on a beautiful day in Sydney. So the Giants press forward again. Came out, that was Keefe that put an underground handball forward. Taken high perhaps was Ryan Griffin. Umpire let it go. And the Swans, they'll clear it up the members' wing. Players fired. Waiting at ground level was Rose. Couldn't find the footy. Giants with numbers. This is Evans. He flicked a handball. Went back on his hands and knees. Could have been in the back. Umpire let play go on. It's on centre wing at the moment. Underneath it was Ronk. Flicked a handball out. The Swans players going in hard. That's Rose again. Ronk again. Giants player tackled to ground was Shipley. As Rose, he went back and picked it up for about his fourth touch in 30 seconds. Free kick on play. It came from the umpire behind play, and he's deemed it a throw. So the free kick will go to Bonner on centre wing.
Yeah, so terrific work there from Aiden Bonner. So now he will have possession of the footy for the Giants. Kicks it down towards centre half forward. There's a battle for the footy, but it'll go out of bounds. Darcy Cameron just hugging the boundary line beautifully there. Really just pushing the Giants out of bounds. So the boundary throw in to take place. About 60 from goal. Huge chance here for GWS now. They're really starting to skip away. They lead by 21 points, if you can believe it. Ball goes across. Massive upset on the cards here at the SCG. Ball is pushed away. Bonner tried to pick it up off the carpet. Did it particularly well. Nice little passage of play. Giants, the handling was beautiful. Handball goes over the top. Nice work from Shipley, but he's tackled just on the boundary line. Umpire comes in, and I've got a feeling that it'll be a free kick, I think.
And 50-metre penalty.
So a costly one for the Swans. So some little errors just starting to pop into their game here, Ed.
Most certain goal. It will take it out to a 27-point game-high lead for the Giants. And it being walked to the line there is Shipley.
He'll turn around.
Just wander straight in front.
So you can't see him missing from here. Right foot straight between the posts. Kicks it to the top tier of the Trumper stand. And the Giants, now they are starting to really gallop away with this. They kicked their 9th goal of the contest, 9-5-59, plays 4-8-32. Swans being taught a lesson at the moment here, Ed.
Had all the play at the moment this quarter. Jono, where can you see Swans, all single goal kickers to date, who can you see getting the ball forward and kicking a couple of goals?
Oh, I think Nick Newman and James Rose really need to just get a little bit more involved. They've got great clearances from the midfield, and Rose is terrific on centre wing through the fringes trying to clear it. Alirali needs to make a little bit of an impact as well, using his height. He's done particularly well at the back there trying to clear it, but those three players really need to step it up a little bit. Swans under some pressure here. Giants have it in the middle. Good possession of play. It'll go to ground and be a ball up right in the centre.
So what can the Swans do from this secondary ball up? One down by Flynn, and the Giants, they'll get another clearance this term. Hasn't gone forward a 50 for the forward of the centre line for the Swans this quarter. Been playing about 5 minutes. Ball flicked out. Marsh couldn't find it. Giants again with numbers. That was inside 50, bit of a falcon as the ball came out. Tiziani kept it in, flicked it to the top of the goal square. Flynn led to it, couldn't find it, has to go back and pick up his own crumbs. Giants under immense pressure to try and get a score, and one of the Swans players was legged, and the free kick will go the way of Harry Marsh. And the Swans a chance to reload out of the back line.
Yeah, really starting to drop off a little bit here, the Swans. So the pressure really applying for them. Ball goes down the boundary line. Huge opportunity. They need to kick down the centre wing, and they do, but it's a short kick that's smothered. Ball comes back towards the middle of the SCG. It's kicked down towards centre half forward. Opportunity here for the Giants. They have possession of the ball. Good work there in the middle. Cumming went over the top beautifully. Shipley was good in coverage, but it'll go to ground, and it'll be Bell that just watches the ball up. The ball comes loose. Swans have it. Ronk just tried to fire on the fringes. He now has possession. He'll try to bring the Swans back in the game. Nice towering kick down towards centre half forward, but it'll bounce out of bounds. And, well, they're starting to panic here a little bit, the Swans. Some of their star power needs to step up and put some majors on the board.
Real interesting forward setup when you have a look at the Swans from this stoppage. James Rose has been a big ball winner today. He's just sitting about 30 metres out from goals. It's tossed in. Swans in attack to the left-hand side of the Bar TV screen. They'll go inside 50. Under it, Rose will have to fly from about 5 deep, but a strong mark's taken in front by Stein. He shows it to Rose and says, how good was that? Has a look forward now. The Swans have zoned off, got close to the man on the mark, but it just cleared him. Centre wing, Bill O'Reilly side of the ground. Good mark, just going back was Darcy Cameron, and he'll look to move it quickly. String of handballs finds it into the midfield. This is Marsh, long inside 50. What do the Swans forwards do? Great use of the body and snap off the ground. That was a ripper from Bailey Stewart. He's kicked his first. Much needed goal for the Swans, and they've closed the margin back to 21 points.
Took the words right out of my mouth there, Ed. And much needed goal for the Sydney Swans. They really needed that just for their confidence and obviously to get themselves back into this contest. So now the margin just starting to get away from them a little bit. 21 points still in favour of the Giants, and we're 10 minutes into this third term.
While we wait for the ball to get back to the middle, how good was the thinking from Darcy Cameron then? Went back with the flight, could have held up, let Giants defenders get back. Elected to handball, quick play, good goal.
Yeah, it's the teamwork that's needed from the Sydney Swans if they've got any chance. The third quarter is normally when they apply the pain and the pressure to their opposition teams, but they seem to be under some pressure here from the Giants. Little brother winning the battle over big brother, which is good to see for the development of the Giants. Obviously not in the competition as long as the Swans. Ball comes from Cameron, middle of the SCG. Good kick down towards forward 50. Starting to look a little bit impressive. Juggling act there, comes through, Ronk off the carpet. Turns and kicks wide. Well, they had a chance there. Probably panicked a little bit, but it's a point nonetheless. And they go back to a 20-point margin, the Giants.
So the Swans zone off. Going to look to go, no, the ball's flat.
Wow.
He's thrown it to the umpire, said, can we get a new footy?
You wouldn't think they'd struggle for Sherrans here at the cricket ground. Security guards providing the Sherran.
He was just about to take that one home, but they have to take the flat one as the Giants clear it from defence up the broadcast side of the ground. Big pack of players. Cameron got some hands to it, came to ground level. Fantastic tackling pressure from Buckley. But it will be a Swans free kick, so it was perhaps a bit rough and tumble. And it will be Harry Marsh looking to reload inside 50. Kicks it to the pocket. Big pack of players. Ball hangs out the back. Handy stuff there by Armity. Swans keep it in. Came out to Rose. Ran out of space. Handballed well as the shot comes to the top of the square. Giants with numbers. Ball spilled. They'll have another chance here, the Swans. That was Newman. Kicked it backwards. Couldn't quite get a shot off the ground. And it pings into the post. And they're slimming the margin point by point. It's down to 19 points. Giants' favour halfway through this third quarter.
Yeah, slowly but surely they're starting to come back. This is a good test for the Giants here. Hand pass infield. Nice kick downfield for the Giants. Down centre wing. Good opportunity. Ball was a good one. Swans battling for the ball. Maybom tries to get the ball away. Swans battle through some traffic. Cameron runs out of some real estate. and the ball will go out of bounds just in front of the ladies' stand here at the SCG. Alir makes his way, the towering figure, onto the SCG. So some punch and power for the Swans, starting to come back. 19 points the margin in favour of the Giants. What a game of footy this has been to kickstart the 2018 NEAFL season in the Sydney division of the competition. Ball was a good one there, back inside, nicely kicked away from Tiziani, finds some open real estate. Chance here now for the Giants. Sproul on the prowl, gives the ball across field, can't quite get it, and the umpire has stepped in. It'll be a free kick to the Swans, and they will kick it down the boundary line.
So Reinhardt's got a player loose there. I think it's Ling, pick 14 in last year's draft. He's had a bit of it today. He goes short. The Swans just very smartly out of defence. Good long kick. Alir is forward. He'll mark. He'll look to play on. He's cramped in the pocket. Fantastic pressure from the Giants player. Didn't give in. Smothered off Alir's boot.
Yeah, terrific work there from Isaac Cumming was the player. Alir just maybe took a little bit too much time there. He may have thought that Rose was going to be there for a little while and just took too much time as the boundary throw-in takes place. Opportunity here for the Swans to get points. Cameron tried to get it. Marsh goes to ground with it. Cameron does particularly well off the ground, and the ball will go out of bounds. So, geez, the Swans are starting to really lift here, Ed. They're starting to play a bit better footy, and we've still got about 15 minutes or so in this third quarter.
So the setup here, we've got Alir in the goal square, Rose 10 metres in front of him, and McCartan 10 metres in front of him as the ball's thrown in from the boundary line. Both ruckmen fell over, and it was Simpson that kind of won it out, I guess. The Giants in possession, ducking and weaving in half-back. That was Griffin. Did well as they work it forward to half-back. And they've withstood a bit of pressure. Floating kick across the face. It was good mark by Stein. He'll look to move it quickly. Does so now. Out wide to Peatling. He's kicked one this afternoon in that second quarter. Looks forward. Waits for players to get back. Short kick on the boundary line. It was good. And it's found Lockie Keefe. Former Collingwood listed player. Has a look forward. Now goes on the right boot, inside 50 to that forward pocket. Big pack of players, and the defensive fist was good by Maybaum.
Yeah, terrific battle here between the Swans and Giants. Just when you think the Giants are starting to drop off a little bit with intensity, they start to pick it up, and that was clever work there from Peatling. Good kick downfield for them, and terrific work as well from Lachlan Keefe. So an opportunity here to put some more points on for the Giants. Battle for the ball is a towering one. Great work there from Simpson. Was pushed a little bit.
Holding the footy there. He grabbed it out of the ruck. And the second you're tackled after you do that, it's holding the footy.
And now they will take it up through Stewart. So the Swans now just kick it back and forth. And they try and work it up nicely. Kick it across the face of goal. Under pressure. Giants have the footy now, but they've lost possession of it. Shipley tried his best to try to keep the ball in field. Good work from the towering Flynn on the line. Ball's bouncing everywhere at the moment. Really hard to see which side's getting the upper hand. Bonner's trying his best to get possession of the football. Picks it up off the grass. Tries to get it clear. Has Simpson there on the fringe. He picks it up. The big towering forward turns around and kicks it wide. Wow, probably should have given himself a little bit more space there, Dawson Simpson, to get the major, and that really would have been a huge difference maker in this contest.
Great to see the big fella at ground level and the agility to get a snap around as well.
Incredibly difficult to pick up the footy at that height.
So the Swans out of defence. Alir about 1 on 5. Provided a contest, but the Giants with numbers at the fall of it. Back inside 50, the footy goes. Back with the flight. There was Briggs, couldn't mark. Swans with numbers at ground level, and they'll look to clear up the guts of the SCG. Ball spills in the circle. Bit of basketball work, ineffective. Rose like a bull, picked it up beautifully. Ball bounces. Giants player did extremely well there in Jack Buckley. He lost it. Swans pressure good in the middle. Umpire circles and says, give it to me, boys. Let's throw it up, and we'll restart.
Geez, what a battle we're seeing here at the SCG, Ed. 19 points the margin, but they're almost playing like it's a goal the difference. Great pressure here from both sides. Swans being tested here. Giants starting to lift. Ball goes to Newman. Newman hand pass over the top. Ronk in some open space. Kicks down towards forward 50. Picked up on the half volley. Great work from the Swans. They try to battle it away. But the Giants again go to ground. And it was that man, Briggs, that was put to ground. So there'll be a ball up close to the Swans' goal. They really need a major score here, the Swans. Pushed away by Cameron. Swans are now battling for it. Bonner tried to get it away. Beautiful hands from Shipley. He'll kick down towards midfield.
So ball bouncing, Swans with numbers as the Giants cavalry arrives. Good pressure, could have held him for a bit long, did Smith. And the Giants will get a free kick. As players run back, Briggs Street provides a lead. They like to ignore. And instead a long ball to the hot spot. Players jostle for front position. Rose came at it, kicked it off the ground. Sorry, that was Smith. Swans with numbers, and they'll do well. Bell wheels around onto that left boot, clears it to half back. Good use of the body by Rose, and he was the last man standing. Takes a mark, looks up the wing. Looks not to go too quick. Been playing about 20 minutes into this third quarter. He goes backwards across the full back line. And Smith to the top of the defensive goal square, goes short. The Giants a chance here. Ball bouncing in front of Lucas. And it goes out of play. It'll be tossed in. Yeah. Giants in attack. They kicked the first 2 goals of this quarter, Jono. And the Swans just haven't been managed to kick a major.
Yeah, they've really struggled in that department. The Giants were lucky there. The Swans rather were lucky there to get away with a deliberate. They kicked it towards the boundary line. But they've got the boundary throw in, so a bit of luck goes their way. Ball comes over the top. Swans just trying to battle for the ball, but again the Giants have numbers. Bonner tries to get it cleared, but it's the Swans that clear it down towards centre wing. Cameron just watches the ball go out of bounds in front of the O'Reilly stand. So the lights are in full effect here at the Sydney Cricket Ground. Terrific contest. 19 gone, and it's the Giants 9-5-59 playing the Sydney Swans 5-10-40. So a little bit of an upset here so far at the SCG in this opening round clash of the NEAFL season. We hope you're enjoying the pictures on Bar TV. Ball comes away. Bonner did particularly well. Great chance here for the Giants. They move it through the forward line. Addison's pass and punch was beautiful. Ball comes clear. He's managed to regather the footy. Tries to get it clear. Goes over the top. Away it comes to the left-hand side. Nice kick down towards forward 50. Chance here now. Sproul tried to get the footy. Swans clear it under some pressure. Goes high but marked beautifully. And now the Giants again have a chance.
It's probably the right move if he could kick it that little bit further. Had Rose and Stewart on for the Swans to clear from defence. But third quarter, the legs are getting tired. Probably overestimated how far he could kick it.
Yeah, so Billy Clark has this opportunity for the Giants. Took it just inside the 50. Goes back about 60. Gives himself a bit of gallop. He's got to kick at the length of the Randwick straight. Can he do it? Right foot kick. Stays straight, but then swings away to the right-hand side. And unfortunately misses everything. So, yeah, the Giants, their biggest threat now is just complacency in this third term.
So the Swans through Smith. He elects to handball and they'll go out that Bill O'Reilly side of the ground. Long kick to half back. Reinhard was underneath it. Created a contest. They've got players loose forward if they can get it there. Do now. McCartan will lead in the race for it. Went back with the flight. Got a hand. Giants defence under a bit of pressure. 1-2 handball was good. And they'll look to clear again up through the boundary line. Couldn't quite find Ryan Griffin there. And it will be tossed in again.
So the Swans have really got to start lifting here. We're about 8 or 9 minutes away from three-quarter time. If they can get that margin back to about 10 points, we're going to have a thrilling final term. But at the moment, they just seem to be running out of options. And the Giants, it's that weight of possession that's really keeping that 19-point lead intact. Hand pass over the top. Good one there. Cumming has the chance. He's been strong for the Giants this afternoon. Looks for some options. Kicks it through the midfield. Nice uncontested mark. Clearance. Nice clearing kick now. Giants have the good ball, but it'll just go towards the boundary line. Probably a wasted opportunity there. And Coxall really had some chances. Had Shipley just on that fringe. Didn't quite use him to full effect. And, well, they've been lucky to get away with a boundary throw-in.
The Swans desperate for a goal, as you've alluded to, Jono. Ball thrown in. Cameron got to the front, double-hander. Bonner was providing pressure, but the Swans had it through Robinson. He'll go about 60 out when the footy bounces. Running through hard was McCartan, couldn't find it. The Giants again through defence. Numbers behind it, good. Handball came out to Bonner. He'll go over the top of it to Griffin. Griffin short again. Giants worked it very well to half forward. They'll keep running through Peatling. He'll put it inside 50. Top of the square, one-on-one. Simpson underneath it, couldn't mark. Brought it to ground. Swans with numbers. And they'll look to clear it and run it out of the defence down there through Styles.
Styles kicks it downfield. Good mark in the midfield for the Swans. Off the carpet. Clever work. Foot kicks it down towards the midfield. Takes it over Marsh. Marsh needs possession. Has Cameron in front of him. Hand pass to him. Clever stuff from the Swans. Another hand pass. They're building beautifully here. Ronk kicks inside forward 50. Has options. Has numbers. Has the Swans player. Brilliant stuff from the Sydney Swans. That is the confidence that we've seen them play in 2017, and they've done it here this afternoon. They have a huge opportunity now, and it'll be Joel Armady that has this chance inside 50.
Beautiful use of the footy there, Jono.
So he moves in, looking for a major in this game. Armady, right foot strike, straight as you like, straight between the posts. The sound of the crowd tells you the story of that goal. And here come the Sydney Swans.
Great work up this wing here. Moved it quickly. Cameron got it. Went the handball quickly to Ronk. And it's a beautiful, quick lead up forward. And easy as you like for Armity, the 18-year-old. Straight in front of the face. Right in front of the members' stand.
I'd sum up that little passage of play with Cameron and Ronk with two words. Intelligent footy. Just really being creative. Not being selfish with the footy. Seeing passages of opportunity. Seeing little spaces in the field, getting it in field, selfless play, and Armady, well, the finish really simple.
So can the Swans get two in a row? Let's find out. 24 gone in this third term. Ruckman do battle. Cameron won it down against Flynn, but the Giants will get the clearance. Inside 50, bouncing ball, 2-on-1. It's the Swans with numbers, bouncing in front of O'Riordan there. Couldn't quite find it before the boundary line.
Yeah, may have put the right foot on the chalk, I think, seconds before he sort of kicked it across field. So a little bit unlucky there to Colin O'Riordan.
Elevated off the rookie list this year. International recruit from Ireland.
Yeah, the Swans have done well with the Irish.
They have, and we were saying before, could be the first international coach of a second-tier game. We're going to have to look into it a little bit deeper. It's the Swans here with numbers across half-back, or the full-back line really, and they've got it in the back pocket.
Plays it across the line. Oh, geez, that was a quick possession of play. Robinson picked it up off the carpet beautifully. He swings it through the midfield. Chance here now for the Swans. Goes over the top into some open real estate. Rose tried to get it off the ground. Tried to pick it up. Ball worked. Ronk off the carpet. Turns. Bounces towards the goal. Bouncing. Oh! Left-hand side of the post. Denied a ripper. But beautiful work from the Swans. They kicked their 11th behind of the game. And now the margin is back to 12.
So the Giants quickly, they'll get the ball all of a sudden to half forward where the Swans have numbers. Can they build again? Can they kick two in a row? Ball came to half forward, went a bit long, but it will bounce inside 50. Armady was there, picked it up, wheels around on the right, long kick to the goal line, centres. Swans have two in a row, Armady has two in a row, and it's back to a 6-point ball game.
Wow, what a quarter of footy this has been from the Sydney Swans. We spoke at half-time, Ed, that they really needed to lift. They're starting to show their experience, they're starting to show their class. Giants, they're getting a little bit complacent at the moment. Well, they still have the lead, but it's only that one goal difference, as you said, and, well, the pressure, it goes back onto the Giants.
And they've got to be thinking, last year the Swans' #1 team for scores in that last quarter, so you want the Giants maybe to get the next one just to put that little bit of pressure on the Swans.
Yeah, Zach Sproul's been a little bit quiet in this term, so if he gets a fourth of this game, that'll really lift the confidence of the Giants as they Try to battle it out of the middle. They go straight up the middle, the Giants, down towards forward 50. It's a juggling act. They go high. Simpson tries to get the footy. Bouncing away. Off the carpet, the Giants try to get it. Peatling was involved there. Comes back. Swans have the numbers. Good clearing kick there off the ground. Tried to pick it up. Ronk tried his best. Comes in. And it'll be a ball up just inside that midfield area. So a huge opportunity here for the Giants.
2 goals to 3 in this quarter. The Swans have 3 as the Giants try and work it forward again. Did well there. Reardon came back to Newman. He's been a ball magnet today. Flicks the handball over to Marsh. Marsh goes towards the centre circle. Bounces through. It's going to be a foot race. Bell leads to it. Got their handy bounce. He'll have to take a bounce. It gets away from him. Runs away from the Giants defender. Snap around the body. Bouncing ball to the left-hand side. That would have been a great goal if Bell got the bounce. Not the case, and it's now under 1 straight kick. 5-point lead to the Giants.
Yeah, very Michael O'Loughlin-like in that little gallop inside forward 50. A player of yesteryear for the Swans fans who certainly tasted plenty of success. Wonderful player in that late 90s period for the Sydney Swans when they were really starting to build their profile in Sydney. Back in the days of Plugger. As the ball comes off the carpet, Giants did particularly well with limited real estate. Pushes it away, picked up off the ground. Great work from Ronk. Hand pass was a good one, but it's great defence from the Giants that stops any progression there. Bonner tried to kick it off the grass, but he's put into ground. And it'll go out of bounds. So now they have a chance to row Reardon.
So he goes back with a kick. It's taken by Marsh. He runs around the player on the mark, inside 50. Got Rose coming from behind. Got a fist to it, did well. Lurking was Armady, provided a tackle, but the Giants defender just slid away. Clearing kick. There's going to be a free kick downfield. And there was a push as he kicked it. So it'll have to go back to Flynn. If he had got boot to ball a bit earlier, it would have gone downfield to Dawson Simpson. So Giants under pressure. Deep in defence. Flynn, long kick, long's good. Looking for Simpson. Ball came to ground level. Ronk got a handball backwards to Smith. Smith dished it off in, and it goes inside 50 for the Swans. Giants with numbers, however. Stopping and propping and sirens sounding. And it's all set up for a fantastic final quarter. Round 1 of the NEAFL for 2018. And it's a 5-point lead for the Giants. 9-5-59. Swans 7-12-54. Hope you're enjoying this round 1 game on Bar TV.
Well, what a final quarter of footy we have on our hands live here at the SCG on Bar TV. It is the opening round of the 2018 season. 3 quarters down, 1 to go between the Sydney Swans and the GWS Giants. It is the Giants, but only leading marginally. 9-5-59 plays the Sydney Swans 7-12-54. John O'Farr and Eddie Summerfield in commentary. Eddie, you've got some stats from the third term. We'll go through those, and how do you see the final term going? Who's the winner?
Well, yeah, we'll hit the stats first. Marsh has 27 for the Swans, as does Newman. He slowed down a little bit that quarter. Across at the Giants, Griffin, he's been great. Bonner, as we mentioned, the number 11 draft pick. Interesting one, the hit-outs. It is, we'll just click the right button there. Ed Dawson-Simpson winning the ruck duel there against Darcy Cameron.
So we're back into the live action now. I reckon the Sydney Swans might just have enough tail here left, but the Giants are coming. Who do you see winning this contest, Ed?
I was about to say, I'll jump on the Giants, so we'll see how we go the next 30 minutes.
Okay, so the ball comes back down towards forward 50. Aliir tried his best to try and get it off the carpet. Ball comes away. Good work from the Swans. They trail by 5 points. Goes across down the back line for the Giants. They'll kick it towards centre wing. Great mark there through the middle. And now they have an opportunity to kick through the midfield.
So the Giants, they dominated the early stages of that third quarter, got it out to a 27-point lead, but they now only lead it by 5. Swans will look to mop up across half-back. String of handballs was good. There's Marsh again. It eventually comes to Brown. He'll have to pick it up off the bounce. It's a bit slippery now. The dew might be starting to roll in as he did very well. The Swans will go inside 50. Bit of an underground kick, bounced beautifully for Rose. He's flung to the ground, just got his handball. Umpire let it go. Players go in hard. But handball came out to Stewart. Just put it high and long to the top of the goal square. Good mark taken by Armity, who had the game on a string late in that third quarter. Only multiple goal kicker for the Swans, and he'll line up to put Sydney in front.
Yeah, it's a big challenge here for the youngster. He's really got to swing this around. He's on the boundary line. What can he do here with a footy?
Comes in, looks like he's lining up a drop punt. No, he'll snap it off the right boot, bends it back into the woodwork. And it's down to a 4-point margin in this final quarter on Bar TV. Round 1 of the NEAFL. And what a seesawing game we've got here, John O'Farr.
Yeah, it certainly is, Eddie Summerfield. He probably should have gone very similar style to Buddy Franklin with his goal last week against Port Adelaide, in the sense that just goes to his left a little bit and then swings it back around using his height beautifully. Armity's got another chance here now. Ball goes inside the attacking quarter. It's off the ground there for Flynn. He tries to get it off the ground. Giants under some pressure. Geez, they were lucky it went out of bounds there, because there were plenty of Swans numbers inside that attacking quarter, and they were really pressing there in the pocket. So now the boundary throw-in will take place. The margin is still 5. We're a couple of minutes, 2 minutes 20, in fact, into this final term. What a grandstand finish we've got. Opening round of the season here for the NEFL on Bar TV. Picked up by Bell. Turns around, swings it back around. Buddy style! Oh, you little Anzac! He's kicked a ripper! A much-needed goal for the Sydney Swans, and they lead it by 1.
Great crumbing there. That's what you want from your small forwards. Throw in just to be lurking around the front. Got free from his opponent. Found a bit of space. Found the footy. Snapped it around, as you beautifully called it, John Owen. They're back in front after trailing by 27 points halfway through that third quarter.
Yeah, terrific footy from Bell. He did exactly what Armity should have done a couple of moments ago and just bend it around. Great presence of mind. Didn't panic inside that forward 50. And the Swans now, I said they lead by 1. In fact, I must have missed a behind, because they lead by 2. 8-13-61 to 9-5-59. What a game of footy we've got on our hands here, Ed.
So they'll look to take it out again, the Swans, but fantastic tackling pressure, as you'd expect from a player of the calibre of Ryan Griffin. And the Giants, they'll want the next score. Thrown up. Cameron did well for the Swans to win it to ground level, but the Giants mids pack on, led by the ruckman Dawson Simpson. They'll be thrown up again. Good to see players from both sides just keeping their forward structure, not creating a rolling maul around this stoppage. It's thrown up again, spilled out to Tiziani. He's telling the umpire he's trying to handball it out. Fantastic tackle from Brown. Eventually the kick goes forward for the Swans. Underneath it, big fly. Bonner chased it. Ball spills free. 2-on-1. Foot race. Giants with numbers on the flank, and there'll be a free kick. Could have copped one high. First to the footy. That's what you get when you put your head over it. And the Giants will look to go forward again.
Yeah, good kick field. Richardson with the footy. Down towards forward 50. They need something special here, the Giants. Comes away, but there's plenty of numbers for the Swans. It's on the carpet for them. And they'll hold the ball. The Giants are appealing for something. Bonner doesn't like the call. It'll be a ball up.
How good's this? We've got Lockie Keefe. He's just come off his opponent. He's standing about 40 metres out from goal all alone.
Ball goes away for the Giants. They try to kick it off the carpet. Nice work from Cameron. Good kick. Towering mark over the top. Beautiful work. Nice kicking around the back from the Giants. It goes high. It's socketed off the ground and taken there.
Free kick for the Swans. I think it could have been for a block.
Yeah, it may have been the case. So now they have a chance and will kick it across the full-back line.
So that was Marsh with the ball. Did well. Came back to Smith. Smith ran around his opponent well, and they'll just work it well through Angus Styles. Short again. Kicks good. And Smith's kept on running. Puts it on his right boot to centre wing. Members' side of the ground. Ball off hands, and eventually it's taken out of play by Jack Stein.
Stein's played well for the Giants this afternoon. Been one of their great players. Isaac Cumming as well, the 13. He's had a strong game. And, of course, Zach Sproul, the 3-goal hero for the Giants. They're probably my picks in this Giants side this afternoon. Still plenty of time in this quarter for the Giants to get the upset. Hand pass over the top. Great work from Bonner. Addison through the middle. Clever work. Now Aiden Bonner has the ball. Hand pass through. Play on is the call. Giants down towards forward 50. Huge opportunity marked by Sproul. He's got an opportunity to kick his fourth.
How good was the use of the handball there from the Giants mids on the wing? Under immense pressure to get it forward. Eventually did well. Bonner got free, and as a lead-up forward, that's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Zach Sproul, he's given himself plenty of gallop here. He's gone back to the half-May mark. Geez, if he kicks this will be a huge confidence builder for the Giants. We're 6.5 deep inside this final term. It's the Swans by 2. Zach Sproul looking for 4. Kicks it from 52 towards goal. He sprayed it wide.
Missed the lot in the end, so the margin will stay at 2 points.
Yeah, well, probably should have gone for maybe a towering kick and just found some opportunities inside the goal square.
So the Swans will look to clear, but Giants players zoned off beautifully and they'll get a chance to reload. Looking inside 50, looking for a big hang. Ball came to ground level. Rose ducked and weaved for the Swans. He's taken to ground. Umpire circles and says, give it to me, boys. It'll be thrown up. Giants in attack. Into the left-hand side of your screen. Beautiful crumbing off the back was Briggs. And the Giants are back in front by 4. Briggs has his first.
Terrific stuff. Played some great minutes in 2017, and he's kicked the difference maker here in this final term for the Giants. Wow, what a contest we're seeing in the opening round. If this is any indication of what we're seeing, we had a look at some of the earlier results, the Southport result and the Sydney Uni result, and both of those games were a couple of points in it in terms of the points margin. And here tonight, here at the SCG, geez, what a game of footy we're seeing here. It's the Giants by 4. We're exactly 8 minutes into this final term.
So the Giants wrestle back the lead from the Swans. Seesawing game. Umpire pings it into the turf and he'll say, let's do that again. I'm a bit tired. We'll throw it up this time.
So fatigue starting to set in as well for the umpires. Terrific opportunity for these umpires to really do their craft on the big stage as the Swans and Giants battle for the ball in the middle. Cameron tried to clear it. Bonner did his best to try to get the ball. Dawson Simpson came through. Addison did particularly well. Rose is hanging around like a bad smell. Ball goes over the top. Clearance nice. Rose still in there trying to battle the ball. Isaac coming clever in the middle. Pushed away. Picked up off the carpet by the Swans. They kick it down, but Bonner will pick it up. In fact, the Swans will get it. Tiziani under some pressure. Bonner still with the ball. Trying his best. Hand pass across. Giants starting to lift. Oh, beautiful mark. It's not paid. Play on is the call from the umpire, and the Swans will clear it through the middle.
So ball will bounce in front of Flynn. He's got an age to get it. He eventually got the handball to Keefe. Keefe juggled. Rose provided some pressure for the Swans. Bell's got it. He's taken to ground. Didn't get a handball. Umpire said, let's keep playing. Handball came out the back. Couldn't find a handle on it. Meacham. Ball spills back at ground level. Oh, under pressure handball there from the Swans. Dancing around with it, through it, holding the footy. Giants free, and they'll get a chance to go back inside 50.
So the margin still 4 points. What a thrilling final couple of moments this will be. Inside this final term, socketed off the ground beautifully on the half volley was Rose, but here come the Giants. They take possession of the ball. Shipley can only stand above and watch as the umpire will come in and he'll have the ball up just inside the arc. Bonner's really been playing well, getting involved in absolutely everything, trying his best. Good work from Flynn to try and knock it back the Giants' way. Picked up off the ground. Nice clearing kick there from the Swans. It goes down towards the ground, and it's the Swans that try to clear it off the ground. Nicely picked up. Flynn has possession of the ball. In fact, that was Rose. Ball goes across field. Nicely played away by the Giants. Pressure here from O'Riordan. But the ball goes out of bounds and it comes back the way of the umpires in fact, it's gone the way of the Giants. So they now have a huge opportunity just outside the arc.
So it's Jack Buckley in possession, goes to the hot spot. Swans with numbers there. Bit of training drill. They both contested the footy, came to ground level. Did well, did Brown, ducking, weaving, flicks the handball back as it comes out to Reinhardt. He goes to half back. Keefe came from the side. Big fist out of play. And it will be thrown in. And I know we alluded to it just after half-time, but good to see a few of the Giants senior boys having a look how the playing conditions are. Just off camera to the left-hand of your screen there.
So the boundary throw in. 11 deep into this final term. Picked up off the carpet by Bonner. He's done it magnificently. What a pickup. Can he kick towards goal? No, ball still alive. Chance here for the Swans. And they'll watch it go out of bounds. Wow. Magnificent hands there from Aidan Bonner. Did particularly well to pick it up off the carpet. Kick towards goal. Unfortunately, the Giants just couldn't capitalise on that opportunity. And the Swans, they breathe a big sigh of relief.
So they're leading this one at the moment, the Giants. They're in attack. Darcy Cameron won it down. It had his head ripped off. did the Swans defender there. And he'll look to play on quickly and clear defence. Looking for Bell out wide. Keefe's underneath it. Clanged into his hands as it did off Bell's. Giants handball backwards good. Found Griffin. He's given a 360 tour of the SCG. And the ball went out of play during that and it will be thrown in.
So chance now here for both sides. The margin is 4 points. We're 12 deep into this final term. Opening round of the NEFL competition. You're watching it live on Bar TV. What a contest between the Swans and Giants. Pushed away beautifully. The Swans, nice clearing kick, but it was pressure applied perfectly there by the Giants. And it'll go out of bounds there. So the Swans can't quite keep it. And now the boundary throw-in will take place just in front of the Swans interchange.
So it'll be Flynn and Cameron doing their rucking duties for their respective clubs. Flynn won this one down. Bounced out of Tiziani's hands. Giants numbers around it. They'll hack a kick forward. And it will bounce out where Dawson Simpson's waiting to come back on. Bit of a high five with Flynn. And he's gone through the wrong gates. Has Matthew Ling. No, in fact, it'll be a free kick.
Yeah, so Ling has a chance now. Interesting set of circumstances there. Ling takes his time, left foot kick, down towards some numbers, towards Rose, but he can't quite get it. Goes across, nice towering kick there by the Swans, but it'll go into open real estate. A fortunate bounce for the Swans, turned around beautifully. Good kick down towards forward 50, marked magnificently, and now the Swans have a huge opportunity to build on this.
As you'd expect, a player of the experience of Nick Newman down in that forward line. Had time, could have wheeled around and had a shot, but thought, no, I'll go inboard. I've got Bailey Stewart. He's kicked one today. Let's see how he goes from a much better angle than where he was standing.
Yeah, smart footy there from the Swans. So Stewart now has this opportunity. He's just on the arc. Can he be the difference maker for the Swans? Moves in, strikes at right foot, kick. He's kicked it wide. Got to say that's a missed opportunity from the Swans. Their set shot record hasn't been strong today. The margin goes back to 3 points and the Giants try to clear it off the fullback line.
So I'll just slow play down a little bit here, the Giants. Probably about halfway through this final quarter. Oh, turnover kick. And the Swans will have a chance to have a shot. Tough pocket to kick from. I don't think we've seen one from out there all afternoon.
The wind is really starting to blow across the SCG, so towards the Victor Trumper stand. So this will be a big chance here for the Swans. A bit of a challenge too.
Starts his approach. Tough angle to kick from. To give the Swans a 3-point lead. Drop punt on the way. It's straight. And the Swans are back in front. Beautiful kicking. They've got their 10th for the afternoon.
So 15 minutes in, about 15 to go. This is a thrilling game here at the SCG. And as Ed summed it up perfectly, 3 points the margin now.
It was James Rose, the goal kicker, second for the day, and kicked it as you'd expect from a player of his ilk.
Yeah, it was on his offside, so great opportunity there, and that'll certainly build the confidence of James Rose if it really ever needed it. He's certainly kicked some great goals here at the SCG, and I remember a goal he kicked against Sydney University on a really horrible wet night at Henson Park. He's got some confidence, the young kid, and that'll do wonders for it, that goal there for the Swans. They regain the lead. The ball comes backfield for the Swans. Nice hand pass off the carpet. Clever work. O'Riordan did particularly well. Bell has another chance. Swings it back.
Free kick.
And it'll just go wide of the posts.
Free kick for the Giants there. The defender was held in the contest by Armity. So the Giants, last line of defence. They trail this one by 3 points. Cracking opening round to kick off the NEFL season. It's Isaac Cumming in the back pocket. Goes short. Found Tiziani. He'll look to handball it, but a 50-metre penalty. The Swans player just overstepped the mark. And that's really costly coming out of defence. The Giants, they don't have any players inside 50, so he'll slow down play. No one standing the mark, Tiziani, but had no one to kick to, so he didn't want to run on Jono.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's a costly one for the Swans. Crowd didn't particularly like it. Ball goes down towards forward 50. Chance for the Giants, but the Swans do particularly well. Hand pass off the ground. Terrific work from the Giants. Now they're under some pressure. Addison got it back. Now it comes for the Swans. They kick it through the midfield with a towering kick. High, long and straight. Goes down towards Timmy Moore. Moore will kick it down centre wing. Goes along the boundary line. Opportunity here now for the GWS Giants, and it goes through Bud. Bud just takes his time, sets up, right foot kick down towards forward 50. In fact, it only goes to centre half forward. Punched away cleverly there by the Swans. Hand pass was good. Newman kicked it through the middle. Goes into some open real estate. It's a foot race. Beautifully picked up by the Swans. Terrific stuff. It goes into open real estate. It goes towards goal, but will bounce through for a behind. They probably panicked a little bit there, the Swans. The pressure of this contest getting to them. And now the margin goes back to 4 points.
Been a hot afternoon. Quite a few players just at this stoppage, just having a bit of stretch, bit of fourth quarter early season cramp starting to set in. Just about to tick into 18 minutes gone in this final quarter. Swans lead this one by 4. 69 plays at 65. Goal kicking still a bit of an issue for the Swans. 24 scoring shots to 15. 15 behinds. So, ball comes in. Big fly from Rose. A bit inappropriate. Lockie Keefe will take the free kick. Rose just thought, I'll have a crack at this over the big fella in Lockie Keefe.
Yeah, little man syndrome. Unfortunately didn't win the battle. These two sides had a great contest a couple of weeks back at Blacktown International Sports Park in a warm-up contest as the Giants have the ball through the middle. Nice towering kick there by the Swans, but they couldn't control the footy. Ball goes over the top. Clever work from the Giants. Now they put the ball into open space. Picked up off the carpet, bounces a couple of times. Magnificent hands by the Swans. Battling through. Flynn tried to kick it off the carpet. Goes through. He's still battling for the ball. Comes back away. Cumming was battling nicely for the ball. Comes back. Right foot kick. Swings it back. He's kicked a goal. The Giants. Wow-wee. Briggs has done it. Terrific stuff from the Giants. Just when they needed a goal, they go bang.
Kieran Briggs, academy player, twice this quarter, off the hands, 2 snaps around the body. He certainly knows where the mouth of goal is, and could that kick be the difference?
Well, the difference is 2 points.
Giants back in front.
About 11 minutes to go, I reckon, on the clock. So we've got a grandstand finish here, Eddie. Terrific start to the 2018 Needful season. We hope you're enjoying the live coverage on Bar TV.
Big crowd building for tonight's big derby. Lots of Swans colours in, as you'd expect. Home game. As the ball's pinged into the turf again. Cameron didn't go up, but he won the tap out for the Swans. And it came to Rose. He's still got a bit of run in the legs. Underground kick inside 50. It will work out okay because the Bloods have the numbers, although a bit of a turnover. Handball came out to Richardson. Goes short. The Giants will clear out of defence in front of the Bill O'Reilly stand. And they'll look forward. The Swans have zoned back, as you'd expect. Long kick to half forward. Underneath this one, Tiziani was there for the Giants. Ball came to ground level. And it'll be thrown up.
Yeah, so a huge opportunity for both sides, really. The Giants have the lead. The margin is 2 points in favour of the GWS Giants. Ball comes through the midfield of the SCG. Battle for the ball. Bodies smashing into each other. Hand pass picked up off the carpet beautifully. Rose with the smother was clever. He now has the footy in his hand for the Swans. Picked up off Maybom. Maybom gives the ball back in field. Now it's picked by Shipley. Shipley goes to Big Dawson Simpson. Clever work off the carpet. Addison now pushes inside forward 50. Good kick, but couldn't take the mark was the Giants. Now it comes back through Marsh. Marsh did well, but couldn't control the Sharon. And it goes out of bounds. The margin's still 2. And now we are 21 deep into this final term.
Good pressure from the Swans defenders now. They'll be looking to set up, try and get a loose player out the back from this stoppage. As I alluded to before, plenty of cramp going on out there. as it's tossed in. Cameron did well from behind. Snap around the body. Tiziani misses a lot. Sorry, Shipley misses the lot.
Yeah, real opportunity there for the Giants. Probably panicked a little bit. Got the clearance. I don't think Shipley really expected it. Did probably well in the end, but unfortunately not the result they're after.
Got a couple of young Swans coming to the bench. Ling with a bit of cramp, and there's another player as well. As the ball comes towards him, Keith battled for front spot, and it's fisted out of play.
So, a real tight, tense final 10 minutes, I reckon, in this contest between the Swans and the Giants. The margin is 2 to the Giants. Can they hold on to this lead? They held on to that lead by 5, and then of course the Swans came back with great goals, one of which to Bell, who really brought the crowd to their feet. For the Swans fans, it goes from the boundary throw-in, messy play, and it'll be another ball up. Players really starting to show signs of fatigue.
So throwing up, Simpson got to front spot, came to Rose though for the Swans, snaps it in midfield. What can they do here? How much run do they have left in their legs? Just going through midfield, kicking over the top. Armity couldn't quite get back far enough, but the ball bounces. It's on the goal line. The Swans desperate for the next goal. Giants clear, high up and under kick. Underneath it's O'Riordan for the Swans. Couldn't find the handle on the footy as the Giants clear towards the ring, but towards the wing rather. And it's a bouncing ball. And the Swans will look to go forward again.
Goes towards Marsh. Now they come through Armity. Armity looking dangerous. Kick along the carpet. Picked up off the ground there. O'Riordan tried his best to clear it. Now it comes back for the Swans. Under some pressure here. Hand pass across field. Goes towards forward 50. They've got opportunities now, but it's marked by the Giants. And Cumming has the footy for them. He'll try and clear it off this forward line. And it's a kick along the carpet. Tried to find a player there. Comes back the way of Shipley. Shipley, the smother there from Rose was special. And the ball goes out of bounds. So Swans under a little bit of pressure here. The Giants, geez, they're retaining their lead pretty well. It's only 2, but they're protecting it beautifully.
James Rose with that smother out of play. It was good. He's been one of the best for the Swans today. Armity's sitting on the goal line for the Swans. He's been tightly marked as the ball's thrown in. 40 around from the Swans' goal mouth. They need the next one. They trail by 2. Players go in hard as it comes back. Not long left. Hacked kick forward. Didn't quite go inside 50 for the Swans. Giants clearing kick. Rose behind the play, but there was a push in the back. And the Giants will just slow things up a bit. Umpire calls time off because he's onto those tactics as the ball comes back. And the Giants will look to go forward. Yeah,
it'll be a huge chance here. Flynn just kicking it back. Clever work there. And now they try and move it up the middle through Addison, who just takes his time with the kick and brings it back across field. Giants soaking up some time here. They can afford to do this. The margin is 2, but they've got to be very careful based on where they are on the field. That's exactly why. Good clean up by Stein. Stein will just clear it and kick it across. Cumming is into some open space. Here come the Giants up the midfield. Good kick and mark over the top. Great work there from Coxall. He'll kick over the top. Beautiful work from the Giants. Clever stuff to really slow it down from Zach Sproul. And he has an opportunity to kick his 4th and to put this margin to 8 points.
Make it very hard for the Swans. Smart footy from the Giants there, Jono.
Yeah, again, Isaac Cumming, the man with the difference. Just giving himself some space, taking his time. Zach Sproul could have turned around and kicked another goal, but decided to take his time. And we're about to see if that patience pays off for Zach Sproul. Looks for his 4th, kicking from about 35 out. The margin is 2. If he kicks it between the big sticks, it'll be 8. A crucial goal for the GWS Giants. He moves in, right foot, kick. It swings back. Goes to the left. Crucial miss. The wind picked up the second the Sherrin left his foot. Swung it to the left-hand side. And the margin is now 3.
So Colin O'Riordan was screaming forward on the flank. Instead, the Swans go long and high up midfield. Always a risk of that happening, and it's a turnover. And the Giants will slow things down. Keefe reloads from the centre square. Goes to the hot spot. Ball came to ground level. Flynn, snap around the body. Misses to the left. And it's out to a 4-point ball game.
So we go back to the centre square. 4 points the margin in this contest between the Swans and Giants. We've got to be close to the final stages of this game. Ball from the centre square for the Swans. Kicks it up the middle.
Oh no, he's trying to get a bit of extra distance with the kick, and he's overstepped the goal line, so it'll be a throw up at the top of the goal square.
Oh, Marsh isn't happy with it. A crucial mistake from the Sydney Swans. The margin is 4. If the Giants get it here, they could possibly push it to 10, and that may be enough in these final stages. Simpson battles at the ball, pushes it back beautifully. Oh, geez, it was up the top and down the bottom there from Bonner. Goes high, ball is still in play. Goes across the field. Good work there from Briggs. Clever work there from the Giants to bring it back in field. Simpson marks tall. Tries to get it to Sproul. Sproul battles for the football. Off the carpet. Chance now for the Giants. Umpire steps in. Huge opportunity for them. But it'll be the Swans that clear it off their goal line.
So the Swans are going to need to go end to end. They trail by 4. 27 and a half gone. Final quarter. Long kick to halfback. Giants with numbers. Lots of fist fly. Ball ricochets back inside 50 for the Giants. Underneath it was Smith. He was perhaps pushed. Umpire says no, let's throw it in. Front of the scoreboard.
Lucky break there for the Swans. Especially where they are on the field. The Paddington Hill corner. Great size crowd starting to build here at the SCG. Getting set for the Swans and Giants in the seniors. But what a game they've seen here so far between the same two sides in the NEFL competition. Bonner back inside. Ball goes across. Tiziani kicks it. Marked. Oh, is it paid?
Ball ricocheted into the behind post. So it'll be thrown in.
Unlucky for the Giants. Geez, they had space. We're about 28 minutes, but Flynn had a chance and it smacked off the post.
So can the Giants snaffle one here to perhaps ice it? Throw it in. It will go to the hot spot. Dawson Simpson got the tap down for the Swans. Flynn's there. Siren sounds! And like 2017, the Giants have started their campaign in the NEFL with a thrilling 4-point win here at the SCG, Jono.
Oh, a thrilling start to the NEFL season for 2018. A thrilling start for you, Eddie Summerfield. What a great game of footy we have seen here this afternoon. It has been a thrilling contest to the Sydney Swans and the GWS Giants. The Giants causing the upset. Could you believe it? They were outsiders. A lot of people rated the Swans in the match reports. Some said as much as 32 points for the Swans. But the final score has been the Giants taking the win by 4 points in this thrilling opening clash. Next week, the Sydney Swans, they try to redeem themselves against the Premiers, the Brisbane Lions, up north in Queensland. And the GWS Giants, they will face the Gold Coast Suns. 2 games which you'll be able to see live on NEFL TV. The game we will be at will be Sydney Uni and Redland. It'll be at Henson Park, the beautiful sports ground in Marrickville, one of the great suburban grounds in Sydney. Bounce of the ball will be midday. We hope you've enjoyed the contest here today and tonight at the SCG. We hope we can have your company next week when the students play the Bombers. On behalf of Eddie Summerfield, the Bar TV crew, the entire NEFL family, Miles in the broadcast area as well, one of the great journos in sport. I'm John O'Farr. What a game of footy. It's the Giants by 4. A great start here at the SCG. Until next week when the students play the Bombers, it's bye for now from the SCG.